Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day features the Warriors and the Renegades. Let's begin with player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the away team, the Warriors. Out first, number 24, Williams. Number 14, Stan. Number 16, Julian. Number 60, Manny. Number 64, Nicholas. And your captain of the Warriors, number 13, Douglas. And now the home team, the Renegades. From Fort Lauderdale, Florida, number 92, Flores. From Miami, Florida, number 1, Correa. From Miami, Florida, number 7, Ben. From Mutriku, number 40, Goenaga. From Mutriku, number 87, Arats. And your captain of the Renegades from Mutriku, number 20, Gosheri. And with that, the players salute you, the fans, and we are ready to begin tonight's game day. And with the introductions aside, I want to welcome everybody into another Friday night edition of the Fall 24 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you the Warriors and the Renegades. Stu, how you doing this evening?
A gracious good evening, Andrew. Looking forward to a fantastic evening of play here between the Renegades and the Warriors. Always tough play on the court.
Last two champions in Battle Court. Warriors beat out these Renegades to earn their first title. You take a look here at the standings. Warriors and Renegades a game behind the rest of the other teams, but in pretty good position to overtake one of those spots in the top 4 in the playoffs. We're going to get started in the 4th division of doubles right here. It's going to be Stan and Manny for the Warriors taking on Correa and Ben for the Renegades. One match for Stan and Manny. Came out losers their first time out. See what they can do their second time around. Correa and Ben for the Renegades. Same result, one match, one loss. Warriors have the serve all night long.
There's the serve by Stan. We begin. Here's the backhand by Ben, hard to the inside. Correa on the forehand, hard to the inside. Stan on the scoop, backhand. Here's Ben from deep in the backcourt, powerfully thrown, and Stan is there. Manny at the 11 line, backhand to the inside. Here's Correa, midcourt. Stan a little too high. That ball hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. First point of the evening goes to Correa and Ben of the Renegades. Correa will serve. This is a reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points will win the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Well, one thing we've learned about Stan is he's going to get in there. I mean, he's cutting
100%.
off balls. I mean, he's back
Absolutely.
at the 10 line. The only piece of advice, say, you're playing with Manny, sometimes less is more.
Stan picked the serve, put it right to the left side of Ben. Here's Stan again from the 8. Right to the left side of Ben. Big backhand by Ben. Rebote forehand. Manny makes the catch midcourt. Low and hard, and Correa's there. What a catch by Ben. Pulling that off the sidewall deep. Big backhand follows. This rebote's at the 6 line. Correa attacks, has it on the forehand. Outside placement. Manny saw it coming, made the stop.
Oh, that's a
got
tough
it back,
one.
crossing the wall and scoring. That is perfect court placement and then perfect ball placement by Manny.
Hey, what a read, getting there just at the last second on the outside. Correa can't believe it.
The fact that he got to the ball is one thing here.
And
See,
then
Correa, he sees the outside, but so does Manny. Manny gets out there, look, with a reach he gets it, but he returns it from the 11 line to a kill shot.
almost like a soft cortada, unintentionally right on the wall and crossing and scoring. Perfectly placed.
Ball tipped. That's a point for the orange shirts, Correa, and Ben Correa will have the serve.
I was actually pretty impressed with Correa and Ben their first time out. I mean, Correa up in the front, very active, cutting balls off. His catching was phenomenal, and Ben giving him great support in the backcourt. I mean, this is a match that's very winnable for this 4th team of the Renegades.
There's a backhand by Manny. Ben on the backhand from the 10 line. Manny on the inside. Here's Correa from the 9 line. Big backhand. Stands there. Stan goes deep. Clears the overhead screen. Correa forehand rebote. Outside placement. Outside of play. 2-2. Stan serves.
Well, you see Stan and Manny walking back to the service box together. I think Manny's telling him, we got to defend that outside placement of Correa. He doesn't have many kill shots, but what he does throw is all from the right side towards the outside. So he's got to take off there. Manny's got the inside.
That's the benefit of Manny having played with Correa previously on multiple occasions.
Again, Manny, one of the best teammates in all battle court. Whichever rank, he's had a lot of success.
Powerful backhand by Ben. Here's Ben from the 11 line. That ball touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3 points for Stan and Manny of the Warriors. Stan has the serve.
Yeah, Ben hasn't really had much trouble with that overhead screen upper boundary here in Jai-Alai. Just kicking up there, giving the 3rd point to the Warriors.
Ball under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Ben. Manny from deep in the backcourt on the left side. Ben is there. Backhand from the 12. Big right side. Ben, difficult rebote save from the backcourt. Here's Manny, midcourt. Correa will take that on the forehand. Winds up, blasts it back. Manny's there. Correa again on the forehand. Powerful right side, straight back. Manny's there again. Ben on the catch. Backhand from the 10. Powerfully thrown. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. Karam stands on it, stops it to the outside. Cortada thrown perfectly to score.
They're looking for a call, but I don't think they're getting one. I mean, you say Cortada.
I said Cortada. That was a Cortada. So what does a Cortada do? It specifically hits the front wall just above the pad. They were looking for a touched pad call, but It's not there. There's a backhand by Ben. Ben overhead makes the catch. Here's Manny. Backhand from the 11 line. Robote forehand. Ben, nice leap, good catch. Forehand, kept in play. Here's Stan, winding up, tip ball. 3 points for the orange shirts. Correa and Ben. Correa has the serve.
Got to secure that catch before you start your motion to throw the costado here, and you're going to see, good leap by Ben in the corner.
Yeah, Correa leaving Ben under the bridge there a little bit, but Ben compensated for it.
But again, just have to make that catch and then start your windup. You saw that process happening simultaneously, and the result was a missed ball.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Beautiful catch. Manny over the top.
Oh,
Ben at the
catch.
side wall will keep that on the forehand. Nice play. Clean miss up there in the front court. Backhand by Manny. Manny again. Backhand from the 10. Correa on the forehand. Nice grab. Powerful, powerful forehand. Robote coming out on the side wall. Stan sends it out of play. 4-4 is the score. Correa has the serve. Here's the backhand by Manny. Manny again, hard to the inside. Stan has it on the forehand. Manny, forehand again, this time from the 10 line over the top. Big bounce, brought down by Ben at the 13 line. Stan sending it deep, right to the forehand of Ben. Ben again,
great catch.
Unstoppable at the 13 line. Beautiful catch and return. Correa, Robote to the inside. Here's Manny. Ben, great catch at the back wall. He keeps this in play. Stan takes it on the bounce. Sends it deep again. Ben with the catch on the left side. Big backhand by Ben. Ben again, beautiful catch
control.
off the bounce. Light touch, too light. That hit the pad, and the pad is bad. 5 points for the Warriors, Stan and Manny. It is possible. Set point.
Yeah, got to be careful playing against Correa. He likes to kind of throw the Robote a little bit softer,
Drop
get it
it in
to
there.
die just above
Absolutely.
the pad. Wouldn't necessarily call it an intentional drop shot, but a softer Robote, and he tends to score a lot with it. Just catching the top
You
part
don't want
right
to be
there.
caught flat-footed watching that hit the wall.
And Stan doesn't have much playing experience, but as you mentioned, Stu, Manny does, so he knows to look out for that shot.
Powerful backhand by Ben. Forehand over the top. Ball tipped. Point and set for the Warriors. Stan and Manny. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Yeah, so Stan and Manny taking the first set 6-4. They played against Iturbide and Gallo their first time out. And again, that's just too much front court experience, too much shot making in Iturbide up there. This is a much, again, I hate to say it, much more winnable matchup here against this Correa and Ben team. And you see it playing much more confidently. And Manny in the backcourt doing a great job.
Communication there between Nicholas and Stan. Here's the catch by Correa on replays from that first set. Blasting it to the outside. Look at Manny here. Watch Manny. The fact that he makes the catch is impressive. The fact that he returns it for a shot has everything to do
just above the pad. Look at where this hits on the wall.
With his experience and also maybe a few inches off of that pad. Yeah, Correa didn't. No one saw that coming. Anderson, no one saw that coming. Don't worry about it. Here we are on the DraftKings players cage. You see Gosheri and Aratz, world champions from World Super Court 2023, talking to Correa. Basically, just got to help keep Correa focused. Because, as we know, more than capable of coming back here in this second set. In fact, so capable, his backcourter, Ben, is already standing on the court with his cesta tied on.
And look, they played great. I think it was Hormachea and Ikeda against the Fireballs. They took on Correa and Ben. Ben was catching everything.
Yes.
Correa backed up to the 10 line, making every play as well. So you like what you saw from the team their first time out. I mean, maybe a little bit more pressure in this one. It's a Friday night, a one that they feel that they can win. See if they can replicate that performance, what we saw last week. Beginning here with our second set.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Correa will have the serve for the Renegades. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand by Manny. Stan at the side wall. Keeps it on the side wall. Here's the backhand by Ben. Philo is in. That's a point for Correa and Ben. First point of the second set, Correa serves.
Well, Correa's got to get aggressive up there in the front court. I mean, Stan has been ultra aggressive, in particular for a 5th-ranked player, getting back to the inside. Correa's just got to throw shots, keep the defense honest. Look at this one, winds it up. The Philo just in to score.
Manny on the forehand, over the top. Correa's there. Low hard throw, stopped by Manny in the backcourt. Catch by Correa. Here's the forehand by Manny, over the top. Big bounce stopped on the forehand of Correa. Outside placement by Correa, stopped by Stan. Stan throws it back hard, and it's in and out of Correa's cesta. We're tied up, 1 point apiece. Stan serves for the Warriors.
And it took a little bit too long to develop. I mean, look at this throw. I mean, the feet, the body, everything telling you that's going to the outside. Stan controls it beautifully. And look at this throw, low and hard, tough to control, caught it a little deep in the basket and just popped out.
We have an equipment timeout for a broken centa. Broken centa, of course, that is the tie that you see right there on the top. If you're looking at Manny and you see his right hand in that cesta and that glove, that's that white tie that's on top. That's the only thing that holds the player's hand into the cesta. Fortunately, Correa has one. He has a full 5 minutes, but he's certainly not going to take it. Just enough time to grab a new centa, tie your cesta, and continue play. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Double fault. Loss of point. Correa and Ben on the board with 2 points. Correa will take over the serve for the Renegades.
Just Stan's first season of play, limited serve experience out on this court, and again, that's just going to take time to develop. The front wall sometimes dies a little bit. And
best way to get over that, next practice, come out here and serve it 100 times.
Exactly, just reps.
Here's the backhand by Stan to the inside. Backhand by Correa. That cleared the overhead screen. Correa advancing, but lets it pass. Ben, tremendous catch behind the 13 line. Stan from the 6 line to the inside. High and hard to the back wall. Correa's there for the rebote. Manny takes it on the bounce. Over the top at the 11. Ben way up high. Wow. Tremendous effort by Ben to try to make that catch. First one he's missed back there. We're all tied up 2 points apiece. Stan has the serve for the Warriors.
There's been a couple times where Ben's been left under the bridge and his leaping ability has made up for it. I mean, that time got way up where I don't think many guys can get to that height. Just couldn't come down with it.
No, Ben's overall athleticism and strength is unmatched on this within the program.
Oh, beautiful backhand there.
Rebote forehand. Rebote left side, saved by Manny. Light touch to the inside. Ben, great foot speed, gets there, plays the carom, that scores. That is really well done by Ben. 3 points for Correa and Ben. Correa has the serve for the Renegades.
Well, good read by Ben, first of all, recognizing that
the foot speed.
I mean, foot speed makes up for a lot. Ben gets up to it, and then how about this? From the inside, throws the carom.
To have the presence of mind to throw a kill shot that score, absolutely. Everybody else was just distracted by the fact he got to the ball. Here's a backhand by Manny. Ben powerfully from the left side. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Played by Stan. Correa has it. Backhand to the inside. Karam with a light touch. Stan gets up there, makes the catch. What a catch by Correa on the left side. Rebote by Manny. Catch by Correa. Correa fires it to the inside. Manny stops it.
Scoop.
Backhand from the 11. Correa will keep it on the left side. Backhand, low and hard. Scooped up by Manny again. Correa now on the forehand, his dominant side. Powerful forehand. Rebote coming out. Stan makes the save. Ben catching the ball behind him. Backhand from the 13. Stan at the side wall. Correa.
Oh,
that one right to the corner and scoring. Tied up again, 3-3. Stan serves for the Warriors.
Well, it just keeps happening. I mean, got to make the adjustment here. Correa tapping his chest, but best way to...
Correa basically tell him, don't be afraid to let it come out to the rebote, but there's got to be the communication beforehand.
Exactly.
With Correa calling for it. Powerful backhand by Ben. Big right side by Manny to the outside. Ben reads it, gets out there, and stops it. Here's Manny at the 12, over the top. Correa, great catch, strong backhand. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Rebote just missed. 4 points for Stan and Manny of the Warriors. Stan will have the serve.
Just a nice rebote by Stan. Put it on the wall, forcing that indecision. Getting to Ben to play it on the rebote is much better than having him catching in front of him.
Consistently, the closer you keep the ball to the sidewall, the more difficult to play you're creating for your opponent.
Just love Stan's fearlessness, though. I mean, coming in, stepping in, throwing shots, making plays in front of Manny. I mean, good to see, and that's the only way you're really going to get better.
Stan on the catch, backhand to the inside. There's a backhand by Ben. Here's a catch and return by Manny. In and out of Correa's cess of the ball goes. That is 5 points. Possible set, possible match point here for Stan and Manny of the Warriors. Stan has the serve.
Correa likes to make that catch back behind him an awful lot, and he does it with great control. That one just popping out.
Here's Ben from the 11 line, powerfully to the inside, to the corner. Manny's there for a beautiful catch. Manny on the backhand. Big right side by Manny. Big bounce to the inside. Ben's going to take the more difficult of the two choices. The Rebotes in the overhead screen. Point, set, and match for Stan and Manny of the Warriors, taking it in straight sets, 6-4, 6-3.
Well, first points of the game day going to the defending champion Warriors. I didn't want to say it, during the set, Stu, because we've seen some comebacks before, but Manny was on fire. He was catching everything. Couple rallies there when it was closer in the second set. Scoop after scoop, great support, great teaching, the whole package, giving his team the victory in the first match of the game day. Coming up next, moving over to the third division doubles, Nicholas and Julian will take on Goanaga and Arats.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
First points of the game day going to the Warriors. Let's see where these two teams stack up in our season-long standings. Warriors currently 5th, Renegades in 4th, and a game day behind for both of these teams. So after tonight, you'll get a look at where all 6 teams stand through just 3 game days of 15 to be played by each team in the fall 24 season. We got our winners in position, Stan and Manny. Here they are.
All right, Manny, Stan, congratulations on winning that match. How was the chemistry playing between you and Manny, Stan?
It was great. We kept on talking to each other. I play with one of the best backcourts on the roster, so chemistry and the talking is pretty easy for me.
Manny, cuéntame, ¿qué tal jugar con Stan? How is he playing with Stan?
Bueno, no tenemos mucho tiempo jugando, nos vamos a ir acostumbrando poco a poco.
We don't have a lot of time playing together, but we're just going to keep getting used to it.
Pero vamos a jugar bien. Vamos a jugar bien.
And we're just going to play well. Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens on today's game day.
Go Warriors!
Stu, we've got some big news here, so I'm just going to get right to it. We're thrilled to announce on behalf of the World Jai-Alai League, we got a partnership with Brinks TV. That'll be coming up here. Again, you see Nicholas and Julian taking on Goanaga and Arats. That's coming up in just 30 seconds. Second match of the game day. But Stu, as of this evening, you can officially watch the live Battle Court broadcast on the Brinks.tv app or website. And that's not all. This Brinks.tv partnership is going to make remote viewing experience even more interactive for our fans at home, plus a few other exciting updates that we will be unveiling over the course of the fall season. Trust me when I say it, Stu, this is going to be a huge partnership. Lots of really cool developments in the works, and we'll continue to keep you all updated on everything Brinks related in the upcoming game days, Stu. And that partnership with Brinks TV, excited to announce it, ready to go here with our second match. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second match of the game day, third division doubles. For the Warriors, we have the team of Nicholas and Julian. And for the Renegades, we have Goanaga and Arats. There's a serve. Our second match has begun. Julian on the forehand. Here's Goanaga. Right side, back to the inside, picked off by Julian. Good catch there by Julian. High and hard on the backhand. Arats steps back, makes the catch back on the glass. Julian at the 10, backhand. Arats, late notice. Goanaga gets in there for the rebote. Nicholas attacks. Drop shot. Got the first bounce. Not going to get the second. Goanaga up there. The Philo scooped up by Nicholas. The 2-wall is going to score. First point goes to the Warriors, Nicholas and Julian.
Some people may be asking, Goanaga looked at Nicholas and saw him winding up. Why doesn't he run out? Well, this isn't the one. This is the drop shot inside. He throws it to the outside. You see Nicholas will catch it, And Goenaga just kind of ducks down. This is Nicholas basically telling him, duck, I'm throwing it.
Arant's high and hard from the left side. Julian steps out of the way. Nicholas, left side, Rebote. Goenaga, quick bounce on the forehand. Outside placement. Julian takes off. Good read. He stops it on the outside, low and hard. There's a scoop by Goenaga. Nicholas now in the backcourt, lets it pass. He turns to Rebote. Ooh, that clips. Goenaga on the forehand from the outside. Back inside. That's caught right off the sidewall by Nicholas. Wall-to-wall from the left side. Goenaga drops the Rebote. Ooh, tough catch there by Julian, getting in there on the right side. Rebote is hooked. That caught the top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. That's 2 points for Nicholas and Julian of the Warriors.
And I really do believe that was a mistake there by Goenaga. I don't know that he was looking to make that into a shot. Not sure how much control of the ball he had in his basket because he was going inside. I mean, that was right in the middle of the wall, right in the middle of the pad. That's really rare for Goenaga.
Here's Arant's backhand. Low runner inside. Nicholas gets in there, cuts it off. Arant's back at the 11, makes the play. Hard throw inside. Julian now backed up to the 12. High and hard. That just does clear. Goenaga looking for the Rebote. Powerfully thrown. Taken off the sidewall by Julian. Arant's now from the 12 line. Hard backhand. Kicking up. Julian's got it again. Goenaga up at the 8 line. Powerful backhand. Julian stops another one. This time at the 12. Arant steps up. Nicholas getting involved, takes it up at the 9 line. Powerful throw. Arant's back there at the 13. Ball missed. First point goes to Goenaga. And Arant's their first point.
And that's a case of catch one more than your opponent. Volley, volley, volley. No shots involved. And a rare miss by Julian.
Hard serve by Goenaga. Julian with a good catch. Backhand inside. Goenaga stops it. Julian catching the backcourt. High, hard throw. Arant with time gets under it. Backhand. Will clip off the sidewall. Julian now on the forehand. From deep in the backcourt. High off the front wall. 3-wall play. Goenaga sets up. Drops it to the inside. Backing up. Here's Nicholas. Low runner played at the 8. Arant's looking to play the Rebote. He digs it out. Nicholas attacking. Outside placement. He's outside the court. 2 points for Goenaga and Arant.
See the wind up here. If that touches or goes beyond the line, it's obviously out. That was the call.
Hard serve. Julian from the left side. Low runner. Goenaga gets in there. The backhand. Backed into the corner. Julian's got it at the 11. This one right on the wall. Arant steps in there. Forehand played back to the inside. Goenaga cuts it off. Hard throw. Kicking up and out. Here's the Rebote. Nicholas lines it up. Makes the save with that clips. Goenaga with a good scoop. Hard to the inside. Julian on the forehand makes the catch. Arant's back there at the 11. Low runner inside. Julian picks off another one. Backhand from the 10. Here's Arant. Julian between the 12 and 13. Lobs it up. Arant's going to let this one come out. Goenaga, Rebote save. Nicholas takes it on the left side. Costado up the middle. Arant's backing up. He scooped it up. Hard to the inside. Here's Nicholas up at the 9. Big backhand again. Arant's back there at the 13. Julian's forehand, who picked off overhead. Good catch by Goenaga. Low runner inside. Julian's there again. Backhand. Arant steps around it, keeps it on the left side. This one crosses the sidewall. Julian picks it off. Arant's there back at the 13. Here's Julian now up at the 11. Forehand play to the inside. Drops between them. Goenaga looking for the Rebote. He's got it. Nicholas, quick bounce. Ball missed up in the front court. That's a 3rd point for the Renegades. Goenaga and Arant, they lead.
Tough way to make that catch, especially when it's coming up on you that quickly. Nicholas doesn't miss many, but that was a particularly difficult catch that he tried to make.
Oh, Julian, good adjustment. Keeps it on the left side. Backhand dropped into the corner. Here's Aratz. High and hard. This is out of reach. Rabote coming out. Nicholas lines it up at the 7. Powerfully to the inside. Gaonaga now. Rabote save of his own. Nicholas into the costado. Hard back to the inside. Aratz makes the scoop. Nicholas again winds up another. This one a little closer to the sidewall. Aratz with a great catch on the hop. Julian steps in there on the forehand. Powerfully to the inside. 3-ball play. Gaonaga saves the Rabote. Julian now with the backhand. Played at the 9 line. Aratz steps back into the corner. Julian up at the 12. Gaonaga steps in to cut it off. His backhand. That kind of died off the front wall. Julian with a play on the forehand. A little bit higher this time. Aratz steps up. Hard throw up the middle. Aratz, his backhand. Low runner to the inside. Nicholas gets in there. He powers this one, trying to get it past Aratz. Leaping catch back at the 13. Big bouncer into the corner. Rabote forehand delivered inside. No play for Gaonaga front ways. He lines up the Rabote. Nicholas attacking into the 2-wall. It lands in. Gaonaga, good
catch.
scoop. Hard throw back inside. Will score. Great defense by Gaonaga, getting his team a 4th point. And the serve.
Gaonaga's power there on the forehand, one of the strongest we have in Battle Court. But also where he put it deep. Good read by Gaonaga to make the catch. And he's not just going to throw it right back to the side wall. He's going to throw it deeper to the side wall.
Hey, how about Nicholas, too? Very aggressive on the costado. I mean, that's not usually his game,
But the costados can repeatedly being thrown to the left side of Aratz are not working for him.
Well, ball missed off the serve. That's an ace. That's 5 points now for the Renegades and a possible set point. Quite the run here for the Renegades. 5 straight. Hard serve. Julian just does get in there before it crosses. Backhand passing. Gaonaga up there at the 6 line. Powerful Rabote. Julian takes it in. Long carom, not opening up enough. Gaonaga's got it on the bounce. Hard throw back inside. It's tipped and scoring. Point and set. The Renegades win it 6-2. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play our second set.
High intensity, but that set was a little awkward there for the Warriors. Here we are in the DraftKings Players Cage. There you see most of the Renegades squad there. Gaucheri there, number 20, talking to Gaonaga. Gaonaga's just been getting progressively better with each season that he plays in Battle Court. Aratz, what do you say about Aratz? Catches everything and his court positioning is impeccable. Ben, what do you want to say about Ben? On the fact he always seems to have one of these new contraptions that I don't know if it's like a mist of air or if it's like a soothing scent.
I mean, whatever it is, it looks quite lovely, Stu. I mean, we saw a nice TikTok video by the Jai-Alai League, and Ben's a team parent, no doubt about it. You're seeing that right now.
He's got 2 machines. He's got another machine there.
He's got so many gadgets and contraptions.
I mean, Andrew, you
must
announced,
be nice. 2 banners up there. I mean, you know, living
you announced quite
luxurious
aggressively. I see you. I used to get warmed up. Maybe Ben, when he's not doing anything, come over to the announcer's booth and cool you off. I think it's worth asking him. Just tip him.
There's a good sight. How about that? Douglas talking with Julian, giving him some advice there after the first set.
Yeah, Julian with his hand very much tight. Got a good tie, so his hand is tied in that cesta. We'll be seeing Douglas a little later. Actually, next.
Yeah, Douglas
in
coming
doubles
out.
And then in singles.
We saw Gaucheri. He's out
Douglas,
next.
Gaucheri, Douglas,
Singles and doubles.
That's always
Yeah,
it's always a hard-fought
we give
match.
the folks a slate here. A couple seconds till we begin that second set. Douglas and Manny against Gaucheri and Ben up next. Second division, then fifth division doubles. Williams and Julian take on Gaonaga and Flores. Then match number 5, Douglas and Gaucheri singles. Match number 6, Julian and Ben singles. Ready to go with our second set. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin set 2. Nicholas and Julian serve. There's a serve. Our second set begins. Well, good catch overhead by Nicholas. Backhand to the inside. Here's the rebote. Dying off the back wall. Gamenaga stays with it. Here's Julian now from the 12 line. Backhand to the inside. Julian from the 10. Wall to wall. Gamenaga calls him off. Rebote drop back to the inside. Here's Nicholas coming cross court. Low runner just above the pad. Arat steps up. Julian from the 12 line again. Backhand kicking up. Just out of reach of Arat. Gamenaga gets in there. Rebote played at the feet of Nicholas on the bounce. Delivers it to the inside. Arat's now. Backhand. Here's Julian from the 12. This one cutting close to the sidewall. Stopped again by Julian. Julian's backhand lobbed up. Arat's back at the 13. This one coming out. Rebote forehand off his footing. Laid up by Nicholas. Gamenaga attacking. Gets it on the forehand. Go in hard to the inside. Julian lets it pass. Nicholas saves the rebote. Again, it's tipped up in the front court. That's a point to the Warriors. Nicholas and Julian.
Not sure if Gamenaga was going for a scoop or just a low catch, but one way or the other, this goes off the tip of his cesta. That was a low catch. Yeah, no scoop there. It didn't touch the floor. But right out of his cesta and right over the head of Nicholas. There's only one thing you can do if you're Nicholas in that case, duck.
Arat steps up to that serve. Low running backhand in the corner. Julian just out of the way. Nicholas digs out the rebote. Gamenaga up at the 6. Low goes for the 3 wall. That's going to land in. Not a lot on it. Nicholas returns the 2 wall. Gamenaga gets up to it. Forehand delivered to the inside. Low and hard. That scores. Great effort by the Warriors, but the Renegades come away with the point. We're tied up.
I think that's one, if you're Julian, you have to go for it on the scoop, because that's really not going to come out to any type of playable rebote.
How about this? What an effort. Turned it into a 2 wall, but
Gamenaga right on it. And then just continues what's been working, across that side wall in the backcourt.
Julian on the right side. Plays it inside. Picked off by Gamenaga right off the side wall. Backhand passing. Rebote comes shooting out. This one taken to the outside. Gamenaga. Karam, that lands in. Nicholas stops it. Nicholas from the outside. Right back to Gamenaga. He makes the catch in the air. Julian's forehand. Here's Arat now from the 9 line. Hard throw up the middle. Julian reaching low. Sidearm play. Arat steps out of the way. Gamenaga comes back for the rebote with a soft touch. Nicholas has it up at the 7. Backhand to the inside. Here's Arat on the hop. Right on the wall. Nicholas comes down with the ball. Ooh, that one dying in the corner. Nicholas just does make the save on the numbers. Terrific catch by Gamenaga. The backhand takes Nicholas to the outside. Rebote with a big bounce. Arat can't get there in the air, but he does make the rebote save on the back end. Nicholas from the costado. Hard to the inside. Arat makes another scoop. Backhand. Here's Nicholas. Wall to wall. Rebote again coming up the middle. Higher to the inside. Julian out of the way. Nicholas comes back. Rebote save. Gamenaga in the costado now. Hard throw at the feet of Julian. He scooped it up. Rebote forehand. Arat just does make the save. Scooped up by Nicholas. Hard to the inside again. There's Arat back at the 13. Nicholas another forehand. Sidearm play. Back to the inside. Arat steps in there. It was forehand. That kicked up in the overhead screen. That is out of play. 2 points for the Warriors.
Yeah, Arat was fine on the catch, but throwing it all the way from the back wall, hit too high on the front wall. That's out of play.
Low runner to the inside. Julian backing up. He scoops it up. Here's Gamenaga on the forehand. Julian now from deep in the backcourt. Powers it to the inside. Arat out of the way. There's Gamenaga. Plays the rebote up the middle. Nicholas hard back to the inside. Backing up. Good scoop. Arat's back at the 13. Makes the catch. Julian now at the 11. High hard throw, clearing the overhead screen. Goenaga gets up there, drops it inside. Julian ducks. Nicholas makes the save. Goenaga from the costado, dropping inside. Julian steps up before the second bounce. He launches the return. Goenaga up at the front court, wall-to-wall from the forehand Rebote. Now Nicholas. Good catch by Arats back there at the 13. Julian now from the left side. Julian again, forehand now, coming up the middle. Goenaga steps around it, takes it on the right side. This one crossing the sidewall, no problem. Julian makes the catch. Arats out of the 10. He goes with a big backhand. Nicholas up to the 5 line, turns it up the middle. Arats running around it, scrambling, and that's going to come up short. 3-1 lead for the Warriors. Nicholas and Julian. Arats, low runner, back to the inside. Julian out of the way. Not a lot on that Rebote. Nicholas just does make the save. Goenaga hard to the inside, backing up. That's tipped by Julian in the backcourt. 2 points for the Renegades.
Yeah, these 2 and 3 point leads are nothing to hang a hat on because they can get turned around in battle court very quickly.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Rebote left side, saved by Goenaga, up the wall. Julian comes down with the ball, backhand. This one picked off by Arats. Rebote forehand coming up the middle. Arats stops this one again. Wall to wall. Here's Julian now on the forehand. Good catch by Arats, steps up to it before it crosses. This one out of reach. Nicholas alone for the Rebote makes the save. Goenaga on the costado. Hard to the inside. There's a scoop attempt. That's missed. 3-3. Renegades have tied it up.
Yeah, always throwing it at, not always, like as in every throw, but whenever you have an opportunity to throw it at your opponent's feet, they can set up for a scoop, but the closer it is to their body, the more difficult it is to make that catch. That was the case there for Julian.
Here's Joe on the backhand. Picked off by Arats. Good catch by Julian up the wall, coming down with the ball. Arats back in the corner. Backhand dying off the front wall. Julian steps around it. Here's the forehand. High to the inside. Arats again, backhand. A little closer to the sidewall this time. Julian handles. Goenaga, Rebote, that's laid up to the inside. Nicholas picks it off. Hard backhand from the 7. This one launched. Goenaga gets out there, makes Rebote save. Here's Julian. Arats steps up, not going to let that one bounce. Hard throw again. Julian back there at the 11. Low runner, that one drops between them. Goenaga, Rebote save off his footing. Here's Julian again, up at the 10 line. Hard forehand. Arats all alone in the corner. What a scoop. Back beyond the 13. Now forehand, lower and harder. Arats steps up, just does get there before the second bounce. Rebote forehand. Nicholas drops it inside. Here's Arats on the hop. Forehand coming up the middle. Nicholas again from the left side. Not a lot on that Rebote. Goenaga makes a diving save. Nicholas. Oh, high costado inside. Arats gets in there. Nice catch in the air. Powerful backhand. Nicholas now. Rebote save off his footing. Goenaga. Costado. Hard to the inside again. Julian got that one.
Really cut to the inside.
Robote dug out, soft touch. Nicholas steps up, reaching high, forehand. Delivered, not a lot on this Robote. The save is low. A well-played point by all four players goes to Nicholas and Julin.
Arat's more than capable of making that Robote, but that one was coming off the back wall with heat.
Ball runner inside, good scoop by Julin. Hard backhand, that's coming up the middle, Robote. Robote left side, powered at the feet of Julin. He scoops up another one. Backhand just above the pad, Arat steps up, now running around it, and he saves the Robote on the backhand. Here's Julin, advancing up at the 9 line, forehand up the middle. On the bounce, clean scoop. And the Robote is not played. 5 points for the Warriors. Nicholas and Julin looking to force a third set.
Lots of traffic there at the side wall. Maybe the Robote was playable if they could see it, but you can't get assessed on a ball that you can't see.
Big backhand. Robote to the inside. Goenaga's there, backing up. Nicholas scoops it. And above the pad, Arat's. What a catch back at the 12. Just out of reach of Julin. Calls for Nicholas to take it. He drops the Robote inside. Arat's good pickup overhead. Julin back at the 12. This one cutting inside. Goenaga leaping catch. Powerful backhand coming up the middle. Julin just does get there. Going hard on the return. Goenaga comes cross court to cut it off. There's a backhand just above the pad. Drops between them. Nicholas gets in there. Robote save. Julin now at the 11. Arat picks that one off. Hard throw inside. Julin again. Backhand. Arat steps out of the way. Goenaga with the forehand. Robote coming up the middle. Julin winds this one up. Gets it back behind Goenaga, and Arat makes another scoop. Backed up to the glass. Robote. Nicholas plays it inside. Arat again from the 11 line. Julin looking across the sidewall. Goenaga cuts it off, rifles it, just out of reach. Nicholas looking to get out there. He just does make the save, clears the overhead screen. Here's Arat's sidearm carom, scoop by Nicholas. Nicholas back to the inside. Goenaga with a great catch in the air. Julin with time on the forehand. Back to the inside. Arat steps around it, makes a save. Here's Julin with a tip ball. What a point again. This one goes to the Renegades. Extends the set.
There's no question that the Warriors would like to finish this off here, move on to a third and final set. Renegades more than capable of coming back here and finishing it in straight sets.
Goenaga winds it up. Hard throw coming out to the forehand, and Julin makes the step on the bounce. Back to the inside. Goenaga plays the Robote. Julin good control on the forehand from the 9 line. Delivers it, dropped right at the feet of Arat. Lets it come out. Goenaga has the Robote. Nicholas now up in the front court. Keeps the pressure on. Low bullet. Comes shooting out. Another save by Goenaga. Julin attacking. Arat again getting out there to the 9 line. Robote save. Nicholas into the Costado splitter. Arat scoops it on the outside. Hard throw back to the middle. Here's Nicholas in position. Backhand just above the pad. The scoop is missed. Point and set. The Warriors take it 6-4. And a third set coming up in 2 minutes.
First one we've seen Arat's miss in that position. That'll tell you how fast it was coming and where it was coming in relation to the cesta. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our second of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage with some replays from that second set.
I mean, great read. Arats gets there on the outside, makes the stop, but this throw, yeah, it's tough to throw the carom there. Nicholas right in position, puts it right back to his left side. And look at this one, low runner in the corner. I mean, not playable on the rebote. Got to step in there and just couldn't scoop it up. 6-4, the Warriors take set number 2. You see Julian there, couple mistakes in that first set, but really sure-handed in set 2.
That's a guy who is thrilled to have a camera on him. Behind him, you see Douglas and Manny consulting. Julian knows what he has to do. He has to come out and have to make some catches that he missed there in the first and second set.
It's been a tough start, though, for Nicholas and Julian. Already 0-2 to begin this season. They've already played this Goenaga and Arats team, so second and final matchup against them. Now, this is a tough third division across the boards, too. I mean, day in, day out, regardless of who you play, you're going to get a matchup here in the third division. Zuleika, Arta, Bueno Manu, Goenaga, Arats, Nicholas, Julian, Jairo, Kubala, and then Inaki Cabrera. I mean, just hear those names.
This Goenaga Arats team, though, is as strong as any team in Battle Court, period.
I mean, really, I mean, they could play in the second division. Renegades chose to put them in the 3, go Sherry and Ben in the 2, and so far that decision's worked out well given the way this team has delivered. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Goenaga and Arats have the serve. An interesting start for Goenaga and Arats. Just their second match of the season. The first one, and against Nicholas and Julian, where they won. That was a tight contest. Another one right here, third set to decide it. There's a serve. Our third set is underway. This one coming up the middle. Rebote left side, drop to the inside. Arats on the bounce, good pickup. Right at the feet of Julian, lets it come out. Rebote saved by Nicholas. Hard throw at the feet, good pickup. Here's Julian now. Rebote left side by Goenaga. Here's Julian up at the 9. Big backhand, just out of reach. Goenaga alone for the rebote, makes a save. Passing on the rebote. Here's Nicholas now. Three-wall play. Nicholas from the left side, drops it to the inside. Arats, good pick up again, just beyond the 11. Julian in the middle of the court, on the right side, catching 3 walls. Goenaga, rebote, with that clip, that's going to land in. Nicholas lines it up. Ooh, kind of returns a wonky throw. A lot of spin, and Arats controls it on the bounce. Here's Nicholas back there at the 8. Hard to the inside. Arats makes the catch. Nicholas, runner back at the feet. Arats back it up. He scooped it up. Julian again on the forehand. This one coming up the middle. Arats lets it come out off his footing. Goenaga drops it inside. Julian waiting for it. Back over the top. Arats again calls for Goenaga to take it. Julian coming up the middle. Goenaga straight into the costado. High to the inside. Julian in perfect position. There's a backhand just above the pad. Arats stepping out there. It's a tough save in traffic. Forehand back over the top. There's Arats. Good scoop again at the 13. Hard on the side wall. Julian coming down with the ball. Goenaga now comes flying in. The backhand. Trying to drop it between them. Julian steps up. This one comes up the middle. Julian now on the forehand, back to the inside. Good communication by the Renegades. Goenaga gets in there for the save. Julian attacking on the forehand again. Crossing the sidewall. Late notice. Goenaga, left side rebote. Nicholas, forehand up at the 5. Right at the feet of Arats, and the scoop is missed. Tremendous first point goes to the Warriors, Nicholas and Julian.
Much more aggressive style of play by Julian. You couldn't tell by how he looked in the player's cage. He was there deep in thought. Just like Rodin's thinker. I mean, sitting there on the bench.
Julian from the 12 line, backhand. Here's Aratz now. Oh, missed by Julian in the backcourt. Renegades get their first point of the third set.
Tense out there here in this third set, as it sometimes does. Not tension between players, but just frustrating miss.
That was quite the run for Julian. I mean,
Absolutely.
after the first set, I mean.
Very well done.
His right side, I mean, if he gets involved in these doubles matches, right side is really a difference maker. Low hard serve, Julian handles this one. Backhand just out of reach, Goenaga waits for the rebote on the backhand, drop to the inside, here's Nicholas. Wall to wall, Goenaga stays up there, tracks it down, powers it off the sidewall. Julian with a good catch, backhand to wall. That lands out. 2 points for the Renegades.
I was saying it as it was coming down. That might be too hard. Was Nicholas
Not
talking?
quite sure. He's taking exception with something Goenaga did, and Aratz defense to his front quarter. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I mean, we don't see a lot of that. We don't see a lot of...
Backhand inside. Here's Aratz up at the 11. Wall to wall. Orobote hooked above the pad. Here's Goenaga. Soft touch on the right side. Julian gets up to it. On the bounce. Aratz deep in the backcourt. Julian now from the 11 line. Orobote forehand. Play to the inside. Aratz takes it off the sidewall. Low runner at the feet of Julian. Nicholas got to come back for the Orobote. Makes the switch from right to left. He's got the stop. Goenaga, ooh, that forehand stuck inside. That's on the wall and scoring. That's 3 points.
You can try to do that in practice 100 times. I don't know you're going to get it to bounce quite like that.
That was incredible.
Very well done.
That caught a lot of surfaces in very little time. Had to have hit front wall first. Side wall, then front wall. And off the back wall, that cut back inside. I mean, really, as you said, Stu, that's not a shot that these guys get a lot of looks at in live game speed. So really no fault of Julian to not know where that one was opening up off the back wall. Julian on the right side, low end hard. Here's Aratz. Orobote picked off. Aratz in the corner from the 12 line. Julian now, right side. Nicholas looking to attack. Ball missed off the side wall. That's 4 points now for the Renegades.
So what are you looking at? Is basically Goenaga is taking issue with how low he perceived Julian to throw the ball in relation to him when he was throwing it from the right side. Julian has this propensity for stepping to his right in throwing, which moves his opponents out, but it does also send the ball frequently over their head.
Fault over serve. Touch short past the 7 line, second serve coming up.
But of course, Goenaga and Julian, family friends going way back, so that'll speak to the degree of tension that's on the court right now.
Absolutely. Backhand inside, pulled in by Julian. Big backhand, Goenaga. Rotate play to the inside. Julian stops it. Hard throw up the middle. Rotate left side. Goenaga turns it into a 2-wall. Nicholas stops this one. Nicholas, the sidearm carom.
Beautiful.
Lands in, and it scores. 2 points for the Warriors.
So that stopped the hemorrhaging for now for the Warriors. Warriors need to maintain their focus. Julian threw 2 backhands about as hard as I've seen. Here we have a replay. Nicholas makes the stop, returns the 2-all sidearm just out of reach of Goenaga.
That serve scores. That is an ace. Ball was in. That's 3 points now for the Warriors. Yeah, that
happens quick. That's a cortada serve, so it comes low to the front wall. It just has to land between the 4 and 7 line. That does. Nicholas has been blasting them. I don't know if his right side is hurt.
Arats winds it up to the inside. Julin steps up. Great catch in the air. Left side on the rebote. Julin steps up. He's got it at the 8. Outside placement. Goenaga scoops it. Goenaga hard back to the inside. Nicholas looking for it. Makes a rebote save in the overhead screen, though. That is out of play. 5 points for the Renegades. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
It's easy to say from the announcer's booth, but very hard in training. As frustrated as you get and as angry as you get, and obviously it's loud in here and there's a lot of energy going on, you can't lose your composure. You got to maintain your focus. You're not going to be able to catch the ball.
Absolutely.
And when you go to throw it, if you want to throw the crap out of it, you're going to throw it into the overhead screen or off the court.
Hard serve. Julin, great catch there at the 11, keeps the match going. Goenaga backed up to the 10, comes over the top on the right side. Julin now. Forehand. Owen hard, that crosses the side wall. Goenaga, good save on the back end. Nicholas attacking. Up on the forehand. Back to the inside. Arats lets it come out. Goenaga, another save. Oh, just out of reach of Nicholas. Julin comes up for it. Hard to the inside, and it's missed in the corner. 4 points for the Warriors. That extends the match here. Nicholas and Julin serve.
It would be poetic if this went to 5-5. We'll be curious to see if Goenaga and Arats are able to finish it off here. But it seems like the Warriors have at least collected themselves.
Oh, Arats backing up, makes the catch back at the 13 line. Here's Julin on the forehand. Goenaga cuts it off in the front court. Costado up the middle. Julin gets out there. Forehand back inside. Arats steps up. Big backhand, that's out of reach. Nicholas, rebote save to the inside. Goenaga cuts it off. Costado inside. Julin has to play the rebote. Oh, the save comes to the outside. Arats with time, waits on it. Forehand at the feet of Julin. He makes the catch. Ball caught in the air by Goenaga. Right back to Julin. That one's scooped up. Forehand over to the top. Here's Arats from the 10 line. Back to the inside. Gets by Nicholas. Here's Julin from the backcourt. Goenaga, left side rebote. Nicholas steps in there. Forehand. Back inside. Here's Arats. Oh, that's on the wall. Julin keeps it going again. Great catch. Backhand now. Here's Arats from the 12. Right back to Julin standing on the side wall. On the bounce, just beyond the 11 line. Little runner picked up. Here's Nicholas. Goenaga steps in there to cut it off. Backhand launch, clearing the overhead screen. Julin out of the way. Nicholas left side rebote. On the numbers, Arats comes down with the ball. Great catch. Julin low bullet. Arats steps up. Not going to let that one cross. This backhand's going to pass. Oh, that died in the corner. Nicholas makes a save. No play for Goenaga. Arats waits on it. Back at the 13 line. Julin up the wall, comes down with the ball, backhand, taken up in the front court. Here's Goenaga, low runner on the numbers. Julin stops it again. Here's Arats now, low bullet at the feet. Julin steps out of the way. Nicholas missed the rebote. Point set and a hard fought match goes to the Renegades. They take it 6-4 in the third and decisive set. 6-4 in the third set. Goenaga and Arats tie up the game day with that doubles win. Coming up next, moving over to the second division, Douglas and Manny take on Gaucheri and Ben. Take a look here at that game day scoreboard. And looking to get into the top four Those top 4 finishers in our regular season advance to the playoffs. You're looking at the past 2 champions here. The Renegades won. Well, that was back in the fall 23 season. The Warriors winning the spring 24 season. Now here, the fall 24 season, season 6 of Battle Court, Stu. We have our winners ready to go. Goanaga and Arats. I mean, 2 matches against this Nicholas and Julian team who we thought was going to be a force in this 3rd division. So far, Goanaga and Arats have answered the bell 2-0. Let's see what this team has to say. Here they are.
All right, Goanaga, Arats, you guys are 2-0 so far this season. What is working so well within this team?
Yeah, I think that we are good friends and that's work good. And we have good communication. Like I said the last time, we are from the same town, from the same school from Jai-Alai. So we meet as since we are kids and very happy to play with Goanaga.
And then Goanaga, talk to me. That match was it was so intense. What was it like actually being inside the court?
Yeah, like you said, it was also intense. They are really good players. They catch a lot of balls. Julian has a really hard right side, so it's difficult to play against them. But we try to stay focused, catch one more ball, fight until the end, and we got it. So happy for the win.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens on today's game day.
Thank you.
And coming up next, 2nd division matchup here. Douglas and Manny for the Warriors taking on Gaucheri and Ben for the Renegades. Well, we've seen Gaucheri and Ben in a couple different divisions, but back here in Division 2 where they've had some success previously. Difficult matchup here, though, with Douglas up in the front court and Manny, great support back behind him. Manny was, I don't know if he made a mistake in that first match, too. Flawless, really. See if he can do it again here with Douglas now. Coming up, match 3, just 15 seconds away. Again, another team where we saw this matchup already this season, Stu. Douglas and Manny defeated Gaucheri and Ben back on the 6th of September. Well, see if Gaucheri and Ben can get the win here, 2nd time around. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our 3rd match, 2nd division doubles, representing the Warriors. We have the team of Douglas and Manny. And representing the Renegades, we have the team of Gaucheri and Ben.
Here's the backhand by Manny to the inside. Here's the backhand by Ben to the inside. Manny's there. Split placement. Gets by Ben. Rebote not there. First point for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas has the serve.
Yeah, split placement might be a good shot in this matchup. I mean, Gaucheri's got to defend the 2-wall, and if Ben gets it on his right side from the outside, not a whole lot that he can do with it from that position. Doesn't have a ton of power from the right side. We did see a carom a little bit earlier, but that's not a high percentage play coming from Ben in the backcourt.
Here's Ben on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line to the inside. Manny's there. Here's a backhand by Gaucheri. Powerfully thrown to the inside. Beautiful catch by Manny, pulling that off the side wall. Gaucheri all the way back at the 10 line. Powerful backhand. Douglas is there. Manny on the catch. Backhand from the 12 line. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri. Here's Douglas. Douglas on the backhand from the 8 line. Here's backhand by Manny to the inside. Gaucheri's there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Manny again. Backhand from the 12. Ben on the forehand. Catch by Douglas. Backhand from the 9 line. Here's Manny again from the 11 line to the inside. Two all. Lands out. That's the second point for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas has the serve.
Yeah, I mean, he threw that 2-all back about the 10 line. Tougher to score from back there because Douglas has got great foot speed. He can read that really early and track it down on the outside.
That's a point for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri has the serve. Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
That pad was lowered a couple inches, and Gaucheri going for it right away on that serve.
Manny on the backhand from the 11 line. Low and hard to the inside. Gaucheri, great foot speed. Gets there. Powers the backhand. Ben on the backhand from the 12 line. Hard to the inside. Manny's there. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played off the forehand of Douglas. Gaucheri winds up, split placement, stopped in the air by Douglas. Douglas powerfully from the forehand. Here's the rebote by Gaucheri. Manny's there, backhand from the 11. Manny from deep in the backcourt on the left side. Gaucheri's there, winding up. Costado back to the inside, and Manny takes it on the forehand. Scoop by Gaucheri. To the inside he goes. Manny, forehand rebote for the save. Gaucheri attacks, has it at the 3 line. Rifles the Filo to score. 2-2. Gaucheri serves for the Renegades.
Well, that was quite the outside placement there. The Filo coming from the Costado straight to the outside. Didn't really wind that one up. Got it off quick. I mean, look at this. Gets it up there on the shoulder
Just
and then
blast
boom.
it to the outside. I mean yeah.
That is vicious.
Here's Manny on the backhand to the inside. Ben's there. Beautiful catch by Ben. Powerful backhand. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand. Gaucheri for the rebote. Low and inside. Douglas is there. Douglas on the 2-all. Gaucheri reads it, stops it, returns the carambola. That scores. 3 points for Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Well, Douglas, we talked about his foot speed. Look at Gaucheri here. Tracks it down. I mean, actually, in plenty of time. And look at this forehand coming back towards the outside. Got a lot of spin. Just difficult to control it. You see Manny trying to break his wrist, make that catch, just popping out.
If that backcourt judge looks a little twitchy, that's because he got drilled with the ball on Tuesday. Glad he's back. Gaucheri rifled that serve. Douglas going for it. Tipped it. 4 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves.
And that serve came right up the middle and kind of ate Douglas up a little bit. At the very least, just trying to protect himself a little bit. Trying to make a play on it, but couldn't control it.
Powerful, powerful serve, but a beautiful catch by Manny. Big backhand by Ben. Ball tipped by Gaucheri off the bounce. 3 points for the Warriors, Douglas and Manny. Douglas serves.
Yeah, that is a rare sight. And Gaucheri right away couldn't believe it. Look at this serve, though. How about Manny? This crosses.
Spectacular. What a catch. Here's a backhand by Douglas. Gaucheri calls for it. Back to the inside he goes. Manny's there. Ben from the forehand, powerfully. Douglas takes it from the side wall behind the 8 line. Here's a backhand by Ben, powerfully thrown. 5 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Possible set point.
Another one you don't see all too often. Douglas, one of the most sure-handed on that rebote. Great right side rebote in particular, and just a swing and a miss. Gaucheri and Ben were down early in this set. They fought their way back. Was it 5 of the last 6, 5 of the last 7 points here? A chance to close it out. These serves are coming in hard.
There's a backhand by Manny off a beautiful serve by Gaucheri. Douglas has it. Backhand from the 8 line. Powerfully thrown to the inside, and Ben is there. Rebote forehand. This one caught by Ben. Ben from the right side. Caught by Douglas. Backhand from the 8 line. Rebote to the inside. Big right side by Manny. Gaucheri attacking, but lets it pass to Ben. Ben from the 12 line to the inside. Gaucheri winding up, firing it inside. Here's Manny, fine catch, plays it high to the front wall. Gaucheri's calling for the rebote. Rebote forehand from the 9 line. Kicks back, caught by Manny. Gaucheri calls for it again. Forehand, low and hard and caught again by Manny. Gaucheri again with the rebote. Big bounce. Stopped by Manny at the 10 line. Backhand by Gaucheri. Manny's there. Backhand from the 10 line. On the side wall. Great catch by Ben. There's a backhand by Ben, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming all the way out to the 6 line. Played from the forehand of Douglas. Rebote again for Douglas. Forehand rebote, played back and passing on the wall. Gaucheri makes the save. Manny has it on the forehand at the 10 line. Sends it deep. Ben's there. Big right side by Manny. Hilo off the court, out of play. 4 points for the Warriors. Douglas and Manny, still possible set point here for Gaucheri and Ben. Douglas served. Rebote left side by Douglas, caught by Gaucheri. Gaucheri with another powerful Filo that scores. That is point and set to Gaucheri and Ben. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Yeah, Gaucheri going back to the Filo there. I'm going to pad a little bit lower. I mean, that thing just explodes off the floor, and it's in the net before you can get your eyes on it. Take another look here. Backhand to the inside. Douglas on the rebote. Gaucheri picks it off. Filo, just the costado to the outside.
He's throwing him so hard, my goodness.
Yeah, and Douglas's reaction, he's like, I mean, I don't know how you could stop that. I mean, he got a pretty good read on it. He was outside the boundary line as he was throwing it, and he still wasn't close. That's just pure power. 6-4, Gaucheri and Ben take the opening set.
Yeah.
Well, Stu, we talked a little earlier about our new partnership with Brinks TV.
Yeah, I heard that.
And Matt Langhans, who we're seeing on the screen right now, also known as Douglas. Actually, a pretty good interview this morning. I don't know if you checked it out, Stu. That was over on Brinks TV. Did you see it?
Nah, actually, I missed it. I was ironing your pants for the post-game show and just missed it.
Well, first of all, thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
There were a couple creases that I noticed, but it was a pretty good interview, if I can say so myself. Got to see it to understand, but if there are fans at home like Stu, like yourself, that, maybe have to iron your son's pants or something like that, weren't able to catch it over on Brinks Buzz this morning. I recommend that you head over to Brinks.tv app or website and check it out. Again, that's BRINX.TV. You can just click on episode 86 and watch out for Douglas on Brinks TV, the newest partner of the World Jai-Alai League.
I'm going to do that. Definitely want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, not going to take too much of your time, Stu. It's a good interview. Learn a little more about one of the star players in this league, Douglas.
I don't know much about Douglas. I'm looking forward to learning more about him.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin set number 2. Douglas and Manny have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next set. Douglas has the serve for the Warriors. Here's the forehand by Manny over the top. Gaucheri makes the catch. Backhand, thrown powerfully. Ball tipped in the backcourt. First point of the second set goes to Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades.
Again, Manny's trying to catch that ball as it's practically on the floor. I mean, waist level. Yeah, I mean, he's as sure-handed as they come in the backcourt, but again, they drop that low. Doesn't matter who you are, going to have a couple more mistakes.
That ball goes off of Douglas's cesta. Second point for Gaucheri and Ben. In and out of the cesta, the ball goes. 3 quick points here for the Renegades. Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves.
Just a low, hard serve crossing the side wall there by Gaucheri. Again, that one crossed and was a little bit off the wall. That's a difficult catch, the way it drops a little bit lower for Manny.
Here's a backhand by Manny. Backhand again. This time Ben from deep in the backcourt. Good catch by Douglas. Backhand to the inside. 2-all is in.
Wow.
4 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri has the serve.
Yeah, I mean, catching the Warriors, trying to get a quick point, and Gaucheri off the rebote. Usually not an offensive shot. You see Douglas looking to cut something off. He drops it just inside the boundary line to score. This creative shot making by Gaucheri taking over this match.
What a catch by Manny. Here's Ben, backhand to the inside. Rebote left side, saved by Douglas. Gaucheri attacks, winds up. Costado 2-all opens wide, and I mean wide, about the 2.5 line. That's on the screen. Beautifully executed by Gaucheri. 5 straight points, possible set, possible match point.
Well, Gaucheri is really taking full advantage of this lower pad today and now giving you the Costado 2-wall. I mean, Douglas kind of hesitates. That angle is incredible. I mean, he threw that from about the 2-line. Tremendous cut the way that ball opened up.
No, you have to run all the way full blast out there knowing that he's going to do it and try to stop it. That's tough.
This serve's going to be about as hard as we've ever seen.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Manny from the forehand, over the top. Gaucheri, beautiful
man.
scoop, powerful backhand. Here's the catch by Manny. Manny will send it deep. Ben takes it to 10 line. Backhand by Ben. Good catch by Ben, backhand from the 11. Ben calls for it, backhand now from the 12. Keeps it inside, rebote for Douglas. Douglas on the rebote to the inside, Gaucheri attacks. Fake the Thilo, put it back inside. Here's the backhand down low by Manny. Gaucheri calling for it, saves the rebote. Rebote left side with a light touch. Here's Douglas. Douglas hard to the inside. Ben with a one-handed scoop. He gets it off in time. Ben for the rebote. Douglas takes that in the air. Fires this one, and Ben is there. Here's the backhand. Manny comes out now. Forehand rebote to pass. Gaucheri calling for the rebote. Lays it up to the inside. Big bounce. Manny going the wrong way. Will not be able to get to it. That is point set in a hard-fought match for the Renegades. Gaucheri and Ben taking it in straight sets. 6-4, 6-0.
A decisive victory there in straight sets, 6-0 in set number 2. Gaucheri and Ben avenged that loss to Douglas and Manny just a few weeks ago. They now lead the game day to the Renegades, 3 points to just 1.5 for the Warriors. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one! Game day score, you see the Renegades up on top so far and inching closer to the top spot in our standings. Thought there was some thunder out there, Stu. No, someone playing the drums in here, huh?
It's a conga drum.
Heavens, that's a loud conga drum.
With a microphone.
Hopefully you can hear the interview. It's going to be Gaucheri and Ben.
All right, Gaucheri, Ben, congratulations on winning that match. You guys took back the win from Douglas and Manny from the last time you guys faced against them. What was different today that helped you guys get on the winning column?
For me personally, I wanted to give him more than I gave him in the first game because I knew as long as I gave him a chance, he could do what he did on the court. So for me, it was just taking it as a personal duty to play better for him.
Yeah, the first game against them, we played bad, just me and Ben. Today we speak how to play. I think we did a good job. I play really good. He plays really good. Don't miss balls, and killing the point me on the front. And I'm happy for the win because this win was important.
And Gaucheri, we saw you throw some of the hardest shots to the outside that we ever seen you do in the league. We saw you throw some of the hardest shots to the outside that we have ever seen you do in the league. Where did those come from? What did you do to prepare for those?
I'm left-handed and it's easier for me to throw that shot. And just practice on the court and throw 100 times, and then you throw good and happy.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match.
Thank you.
Q, this is Samsung Energy, baby. Samsung Energy, Q.
Who was Ben calling out there? Maybe he was saying something to you, Stu.
Who, me?
Maybe.
Well, Ben's a very good friend, so yeah. He's always concerned about my well-being, so he's probably asking about it.
Well, let's introduce this next match. We'll see if we can get some
idea.
information.
We have this deafening drum in here. I couldn't tell you what Ben said if I was standing right in front of him.
Can't even think, Stu. I'm just going to read the names. That's Williams and Julin, Goenaga, Flores, I believe, 5th division of doubles. Yes, it is, coming up right now. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our 4th match of the game day. 5th division of doubles representing the Warriors. We have the team of Williams and Julin. And for the Renegades, the team of Goenaga and Flores. There's a serve by Williams. Our fourth match is underway. Julian reaching in on the right side, high and hard. Flores, good catch right off the side wall. Backhand, take it in by Julian. Gawannaga cuts it off. Backhand, high and hard. Rabote. Williams lines it up. Rabote missed on the left side of Williams. First point goes to the Renegades.
Williams doing a much better job overall at avoiding unforced errors. That Rabote clearly within his skill set. Been watching him make those in practice all week. Not sure what happened there.
Hard serve, crossing the sidewall. Julian handles. Backhand. There's Gawannaga, backed up to the 10 line, makes a catch. Hard throw, a little too hard up in the overhead screen and out of play. Point for the Warriors. Williams and Julian are on the board.
It's not just the boundary lines on the ground that you have to be aware of, those red lines. It's the overhead screen. Out of play. Want to get the ball hard and fast to the back wall, got to keep it away from the overhead screen.
Flores handles a serve, low runner on the side wall. That's tipped by Julian. Well thrown, gets the Renegades a second point. They serve. Ooh, backhand takes him to the outside. Gawannaga, 2-all return. With a big bounce, it's caught in the air by Williams. Back to the inside, Gawannaga high and hard. Julian calls him off on the Rabote. He makes a save. Gawannaga with it on the forehand, drop shot. Oh, not going to get the second bounce. Williams to the outside. Flores comes cross court. Forehand again, drops between them. Here's Julian now up at the 9. Rabote left side, Gawannaga right at the feet of Julian. Steps around it, he's got it on the forehand. Gawannaga has it off the side wall. Powerful return. Williams alone for this one. He makes the save. Gawannaga attacks. Sisima drop shot from the left side. Williams will not get to that one. That's 3 points for the Renegades.
Williams doing a much better job earlier. That ball that basically was going to the outside. He didn't wait for it to bounce. He caught it in the air. Very, very well done. Don't know if we're going to see the first or second. It's the second. That's when he missed. He caught the first inside placement, not the second one.
Powerful serve. There's Julian at the 11 line. Big backhand to open it up. Gawannaga calls him off for Rabote. Splitter. Split him up to score.
Total miscommunication.
4 points for the Renegades.
When you have two players that are looking at each other and basically watching the ball go between them, no, yours or mine. Even if you're the front court and it's already passing you, you could just start yelling out, you. Or solo, depending upon where you're playing.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Oh, the serve. A second serve is an ace. That's 5 points. Gawannaga and Flores, the possible set point.
Gawannaga makes as good a use of the side wall there as anyone in battle court. Just putting the ball right where his opponent's standing to cross.
Big backhand. Oh, Julian up the wall, but juggled the ball. Point and set. Gawannaga and Flores take it, 6-1. 2 minutes, come back and play. Set number 2.
Curious to see if Gawannaga and Julian had shaken off some of that tension. It appears to all be gone. Saw them talking in between sets there. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in the 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the evening. Here we are in the DraftKings players cage. There you have Gawannaga. You have thing that I want to know is, does Ben ask before he starts applying these various treatments to his teammates? That's what I want to know. It's like, hey, man, are you feeling stiff? Would you like this buzzer on your leg?
They must have some conversations prior, because I don't hear a lot of communication back there. He just kind of gets in there with the massage gun, which is helpful. I mean,
I did hear somewhere in the background say, hey, he only threw 3 balls. He doesn't need that. You actually may hurt him with that thing. Chris Flores does a great job, and what a good attitude. And here we are on the other side of the player's cage.
Absolutely.
You see Williams and Julien.
Oh, this team in Division 6 last year, Stu, went 9-1, so the expectations were pretty high, but you're seeing...
They played so well last season.
I mean, it's a different level here in Division 5, in particular going up against Goanaga. He's the highest-ranked player competing in this 5th division this season as a 3. I mean, he's a shot maker up in the front court. He's aggressive. I mean, he's going to pose a matchup problem to any opposing front courter in this Division 5.
No question about it, because then he's got that serve as well. So it's not just a question of killing him off of...
I mean, yeah,
shots.
El Barba and Arta, Ron and Rock, Goanaga, Flores, Williams, Julien, CRB, Kubala, and then Jedin and Ikeda. I mean, Goanaga, huge advantage in the front in all those matchups. And already 1-0, undefeated so far for this Renegades team. Second set, ready to begin. We're ready to begin set number 2. Williams and Julien serve. There's a serve. We begin with an underserve. Second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and the 7 line. Goanaga picks the serve. Drop to the inside. Williams takes off. He gets up to it. Forehand to the outside. Scoop by Goanaga. Goanaga's carom. Split him to score. Smart shot. That gets the Renegades on the board first in our second set.
Wow. Okay, yeah. So this could get dangerous very quick. Goanaga's got it. Drop shot. Here we see Williams get to the ball beautifully. Firing it. But look at this. They're not that far apart. Williams is aware, goes back to the outside. Well done.
Oh, what a well-placed serve. That is an ace. That's 2 straight.
That's how fast a game Jai-Alai is here in Battle Court. It happens so fast. An ace came right afterwards.
Hard serve, crossing again. Julien's got this one. With a backhand, just does clear. Herbote forehand. Play to the inside. Well, that opens up. Magic City bounce. Julien's got to make a diving save. He does so. Goanaga up the wall, into the 2 wall. Step by Williams. Williams, carambola back inside. Flores missed it. Great effort. It's going to get the Warriors a point.
I mean, Goanaga supremely confident here at the side wall. Look at him hop up the wall. That's a tough catch. 2-all, beautifully caught here by Williams. Good stop. Did a great job of that earlier in 2024. Flores just not able to get back in there and make the play.
Tough serve. Flores gets to it. Backhand. A runner inside. Oh, it's missed by Julien. 3 points for the Renegades.
Julien just not being able to...
Took his eye off it there, too.
Yeah, no, something after that last match, the catching now compared to the... Just earlier, just not there for Julien.
Julien's got that serve. Backhand inside. Goanaga stops it. Goanaga, that opened up. Williams got to get out there. Makes a diving save. That lands in, and it scores.
Perfect. That's perfect. I don't know that he intended it to be that perfect, but that was perfect. Great save and away from your opponents. Look at this.
Great effort.
Inside's wide open. Look at this drop shot.
Ooh, that serve caught the top of the pad. Second serve coming up. Goenaga's got the serve. Drop shot. Williams gets up to it again. Big backhand. Goenaga takes off, looking for it on the rebote. Hard to the inside. It's going to be a tough one. Julian makes a save. Will it land in? It does not. That ball lands out of play. That's 4 points for the Renegades. A couple close ones today, but all of them, I mean, any part of that line is out.
Yeah, and what's his name? The judge has been right on it, spot on the line here. He's about to get involved in the play. But that's definitely out.
Julian's backhand. Trying to get that one in the corner. Good stop by Flores. Julian from the 9 line. Blasted to the inside. Back it up. Goenaga scooped it up.
At the 11.
Rotate left side. There's Williams. 2-wall. Stopped in the middle of the court. Soft touch on the forehand. Goenaga crossing the sidewall and scoring. 5 points and a possible match point.
Soft
for the Renegades.
Working perfectly.
Well, you've been calling for it, Stu.
Since 2018, actually. Yeah, if you can just get it in soft in that corner, have it touch the side wall, you're going to create all types of headaches for your opponent.
Going hard to the inside. Goenaga scoops up another one. Big backhand. Julian out of the way. Williams alone for the rebote. Forehand to the outside is outside of play. Point, set and match. Renegades take it 6-1, 6-2 in straight sets. And with that win, the Renegades have secured a game day victory with 4.5 points. And they have a chance to add to it. 2 matches left, both in singles. First, we got Douglas against Gaucheri, then Julian against Ben to close out the game day. And with that win, the Renegades win the game day and reclaim their spot at the top of the Fall 24 standings. And the top 4 teams advance to the playoffs. First place finisher, 4th place finisher play in one semifinal. Second and third finishers face off in the other semifinal. And then the winners play off for the championship. I believe that is to be played December 13th this season. That is a Friday night. Douglas and Gaucheri up next in the top division of singles. But before we get to that, we are going to hear from Goenaga and Flores. We're going to hear from the winning team, Goenaga and Flores.
All right, Goenaga, Flores, congratulations on winning that match. Tell me, what is it like playing together on this division?
Yeah, like I'm happy to play with Flores. We talk before this game. We try to communicate well, so we are still in the beginning, but we'll try our best.
I mean, come on. I mean, how can you not play well with this guy? I mean, he covered everything out there.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens on today's game day.
Thank you.
Top ranked singles up next. Douglas and Gaucheri go at it. 6 seasons in a row, these guys have competed against one another in this top group. So far this season, Gaucheri 1-0. Douglas 0-1, lost against Zuleika. Gaucheri, I believe he defeated, that was Hormachea who had to step in for Inaki of the Fireballs. A big opportunity for Douglas, though. Game day can't go the Warriors' way, but they can get some valuable points. See if he can get one back right here. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to go with match number 5, top-ranked singles. Representing the Warriors, we have number 13, Douglas. And for the Renegades, number 20, Gosheri.
Thank you, Anthony. Backhand by Gosheri. Rebote forehand. Gosheri picks it in the air. Backhand from the 10 line. Douglas for the rebote. Right up the middle. Rebote left side to the inside. Douglas takes it in the air. Winds up. 2-all. Scores. Beautifully executed by Douglas. Douglas has the first point. He serves. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
It got a fire in these top-level singles matches. Douglas doing it early with that 2-wall. Caught Gosheri going the other way.
There's the backhand by Gosheri. Douglas is there. Backhand from the 9 line. Sidearm carom, stopped by Douglas. Douglas fakes the carom, puts it inside. Gosheri with tremendous control. That's a beautiful catch. Here's Douglas, 2-all. That's going to land out. We're tied up, 1 point apiece. Gosheri has the serve for the Renegades.
Yeah, I mean, Douglas with a pretty good fake. Faked like he was going to open up to throw the carom, dropped it over the top to the inside. I mean, just all foot speed for Gosheri to get back in there and make up for it. And get the point, most importantly.
Gosheri, 2-all. Is in. 2 points for Gosheri. He has the serve.
About as good of a 2-all as you can throw. Just kept opening up towards the outside, pushing Douglas further and further away.
Well, and from anywhere on the court. I mean, if he's inside, he can throw it. If he's outside, he's throw it. If he's deep in the backcourt, he can throw it. If he's up in the front court, he could throw it.
Yeah, Douglas got a full dose in that doubles matching. Got to be wary for those shots.
Powerful backhand by Douglas. Rebote comes to the inside, fired from the forehand of Gosheri. Gosheri on the backhand, lower and harder. Douglas sets up for the rebote at the 10 line. At 2-all, read by Gosheri, stopped by Gosheri. Gosheri will drop in a carom to score. 3 points for Gosheri of the Renegades. He serves.
I like the aggressive style from Douglas coming out in this one. I mean, after Gosheri just dominated the doubles, throwing shot after shot, you figure that he was going to maintain that aggression. But if you don't throw a good one, this is what Gosheri's going to do. Kill it.
And that was really more where Douglas was when he threw that. He throws them quite well, like from the 7 and up. But when from deep in the backcourt, not the same degree of success that we see from Gosheri. There's a backhand by Douglas, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out to the 7 line. Turned on the forehand of Gosheri. Gosheri, forehand rebote, 2 pass. Rebote left side, low and inside. Douglas is there. Douglas on the 2-all. Gosheri reads it, stops it on the costado. Throws a costado 2-all to score. 4 points for Gosheri and the Renegades. He has the serve. Gosheri is reading Douglas's body language perfectly. His court positioning is absolutely perfect. Steps to the outside, takes on the left side, returns it 2-all, nowhere near Douglas. Very well done.
Yeah, I mean, in this level, if you miss a shot and your opponent catches it on the outside, there's a very low percentage you're getting back in the point.
Here's Douglas on the catch, backhand from the 12 line. Rebote forehand. Douglas is there, backhand. Costado 2-all.
That's out.
Out. 2 points for Douglas of the Warriors. Douglas has the serve.
Kind of opened up off the side, well, a little more than Gosheri was expecting at least, and just a little bit wide. That's the difference. Second point for Douglas.
Backhand to the inside by Gaucheri. Rebote left side by Douglas. Big bounce. Picked up on the left side of Gaucheri. Beautifully caught. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Gaucheri's there. Rebote forehand. Rebote left side to the inside. Scoop. Juggled. 5 points. Possible set point for Gaucheri. Yeah, I mean, all day long, Gaucheri, and the practices earlier today, I mean, he's been playing very aggressively, but also his catching has been spot on.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball as low and as hard as we've ever seen him, and could be a factor of, you know, that pad again, just being lowered a little bit. He's just firing now.
Backhand by Douglas. Backhand by Gaucheri to the inside. Rebote forehand. Gaucheri attacks, winds up. Dropped it on the backswing. 3 points for Douglas. Douglas will have the serve.
See if Douglas could take advantage. I mean, break after break, and Gaucheri's throwing it off the court, dropping it on the costado, not things we often see. I mean, this is a manageable deficit.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're not beating the guy with your own shots, take advantage of the points that you make from him making some mistakes. Gaucheri's not been making many mistakes tonight, but opens the door just slightly here for Douglas to do something with it. That ball's on the wall. Ball laid up to the outside. Here's Gaucheri at the 10 line. Forehand. Rebote by Douglas, hard to the inside. Gaucheri attacks. Back to the inside. It goes. Point and set to Gaucheri. Taking the first set, 6-3. Well, I think Gaucheri shut the door there.
Yeah, I mean, each and every season, Gaucheri is just a factor in this top groove. I mean, in doubles, his play is almost second to none up in the front court. And here in singles, in 10 matches last season, 6-4. And there's been season, that was probably one of his worst seasons ever, still above 500. See back here, the DraftKings Players Cage.
See, we don't see Ben there attacking Gaucheri with the massage gun.
You were just early, Stu. I saw him pick it up.
Uh-oh.
Up, get a yep, and there it comes. Ooh, he's wiping off the sweat, too.
I think he'll ask first.
There, Ben.
And there we are over on the other side with the Warriors. You see, well, Nicholas is dressed for a day at the beach or an evening out here in South Florida. It's basically the same attire. That's South Florida attire right here. You could be going to a club or the beach. It's all the same. Consulting there with Manny and Douglas.
I mean, just a tough matchup again. I mean, not much Douglas can do, and Gaucheri's throwing the shots like that. Mixing it up, good variety, good power, opening up well. I mean, we just see the full arsenal from Gaucheri on display again. See if Douglas can turn it around to this second set. Last season, Douglas also 6-4 in this top division of singles, so Douglas made his name in singles. I mean, again, any given day in this top-ranked group, he can defeat anybody. See what happens coming out, second set.
Douglas serves. Our second set is now underway. Gaucheri winding up. Long Costello 2-all stopped and dropped. At first point of the second set goes to Gaucheri of the Renegades. Sherry serves.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a deflating way to start the set if you're Douglas. You're looking at a golden opportunity there on the outside, and you just can't come away with the ball.
Oh, and all the power that Douglas has, too.
I mean, he's looking to kill it, be up 1-0. Now you got to stand in there and handle this serve from Gaucheri.
Powerful backhand by Douglas. Robote comes out to the 7 line. 2-all. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas from the forehand, powerfully to the inside.
Oh,
what
my
an amazing
goodness.
catch by Gaucheri. Douglas lays it up. Gaucheri has it. Karam will score.
Yeah.
That's 2 points for Gaucheri. Douglas complimenting him on that catch because Douglas has made some spectacular catches of his own. Those 2 back-to-back on his knees. Whether that was last year, I don't know. But look at this catch by Gaucheri. Yeah. I mean, look at that. That is just sick.
The shot to look at, I mean, where was the cesta as that ball crossed the side? Well, it's a foot lower than where the ball crosses because he knows. We talk about the spin. Changes with every surface it touches. That's a great illustration. Dropped it low right in the basket, got the point. Wow.
Here's a backhand by Douglas. Right to the corner. Robote forehand missed by Gaucheri. Douglas is on the board with a point. He has the serve.
Well, he is human. We know that today. So far.
Gaucheri? Yeah, he's human. I had lunch with him last Friday. Very much human. Good lunch company. Scoop attempt tip. Second point for Douglas. We're all tied up 2-2.
Yeah, just got to keep your foot on the gas, though. I mean, after a great catch, up 2-0 in the second set, he's feeling good. And Douglas sneaking back in it now with the serve, tied it up.
Gaucheri on the backhand from the 12 line. Robote left side to the inside. Here's Gaucheri backhand from the 8 line. Robote forehand. Robote coming in low. Douglas makes the save. Gaucheri takes it in the air. 2-all, 2 score. 3 points for Gaucheri. Gaucheri serve.
I mean, you can try to get a read on it, but Gaucheri waits until the last second to get this off. I mean, look at where he's throwing this from. You don't think he's going 2 walls here, and then the last set, that arm angle, and Douglas frustrated.
And then he took a peek to see which way Douglas was going. Was Douglas running out? No, Douglas went back in. Got him.
Oh, what a serve.
In and out of the cesta, the ball goes. That'll be a 4th point for Gaucheri. Gaucheri serves. We'll go back to very white, too. There's the backhand by Douglas. Robote forehand, sent to pass by Gaucheri. Beautifully thrown. Douglas is there, keeps it inside. Gaucheri attacks, winds up. 2-all. Is out. 3 points for Douglas. Douglas has the serve for the Warriors.
Even more difficult angle than the one he threw before. Kind of came out high, and
he has some points to play with here, but
Douglas is a dangerous guy to do that
He's
with.
got multiple other gears he can shift into.
And he can switch in a hurry, so it doesn't look not too much right now, but just one more point at 4-4, he'll turn it on.
Beautiful backhand by Gaucheri. Douglas forehand rotate to pass. Right to the backcourt. Forehand rotate. This one caught by Douglas. Douglas hard to the inside. Gaucheri. Amazing focus. Great reverse. Forehand camera bote landing in. Read by Gaucheri. Gaucheri for the 3-wall play that will finish that point.
Yeah.
5 points for Gaucheri. This is possible set, possible match point.
I mean, think about your favorite player in any other sport. Gaucheri's the consummate two-way player. I mean, he's great offensively and he's great defensively. Tracks everything down. He's got a full arsenal of kill shots, and you're seeing it today. And when he's on, Stu, not many guys that can beat him. You're seeing that right now. Douglas, in a good effort, he's just made incredible catch, incredible shot after incredible shot here in this one.
Here's a backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand. Catch by Douglas, beautifully pulled off the side wall. Big backhand, Rebote coming out. Here's a backhand by Douglas. Rebote to the inside. Douglas passes on the scoop, saves the Rebote. Big bounce, Gaucheri up the wall, makes the catch. Passing, but stopped by Gaucheri behind him. Douglas, powerful Rebote. Gaucheri sits up at the 9 line. 2-all is out.
It really did open.
4 points for Douglas. He has the serve. Still possible set and possible match point for Gaucheri.
Not to question Gaucheri's shot selection, but going to do just that. I mean, inside placement was wide open. He's just trying to end it in style, but he could have ended it inside. No,
That's
I mean,
bold.
He's been throwing it well.
That's
I don't want to say it, but
you said it.
He was wide open.
I'm
Could have ended the match, and then what happens? Got a Magic City bounce. Totally not his fault. We're playing an extra point.
Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Costado to the inside will score for the win. Point set and match in straight sets for Gaucheri of the Renegades, taking it 6-3, 6-4.
Gaucheri adding yet another point for the Renegades. 5.5 now on the game day. Julian, last opportunity for the Warriors to get a point. He'll take on Ben. A finale coming up in just 3 minutes.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
5.5 points now for the Renegades, opening up a 2-point lead at the top of our standings. And the Warriors now on the outside looking in for the playoff picture. Again, put a little mark there between the Fireballs and the Warriors. That's where the playoffs end. The top 4 advance. The bottom 2 do not. We're going to hear from our winner, Gaucheri, 2-0 on the game day. Here he is.
All right, Gaucheri, congratulations on winning that match. How do you prepare for such high-intensity matches in that Division 1?
Hard, no? You have to practice a lot, be fit, because the singles of the Division 1 always are difficult games, and I play really good, and I didn't give him a chance to beat me today, so happy for that.
Well, Gaucheri, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what happens on this last match of the game day.
Thank you.
And before we go into this final match of the game day, just want to mention again for anyone who may have missed it at the top of the game day that the World Jai-Alai League has a new partner in Brinks TV. As of tonight, you can officially tune in to the live Battle Court broadcast from now until the end of the season on Brinks.tv app or website. That's BRINX.tv. Stu, that's not all. There is more. A lot of really exciting news coming your way with this new Brinks partnership, so make sure to stay tuned for those announcements over the course of the upcoming game days. We're really excited about these developments, and we're happy to have Brinks TV hopping on the highlight train with us, Stu.
Yes, we are.
Ready to go, Stu, with the finale. 4th division of singles. It's Julian against Ben. Ben making his singles debut here in Division 4. He's been a 5th-ranked player his entire career. He's had pretty good success, but Julian's a player who's had experience in the 3rd division as well. So you got to give the edge here to Julian, but see if Ben keep on delivering for the Renegades. It's gone their way so far tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, final match of the game day. We have the 4th division singles representing the Warriors. We have number 16, Julian. And for the Renegades, number 7, Ben. There's a serve. We begin our final match. Ben delivers the backhand inside. Julian stops it. Julian wall-to-wall. Ben now looking for Robote. Robote 2-wall. And to get the first bounce and the second one to score. First point goes to Ben.
So I don't know if Julian thought that. Yeah, it's not like he gave up on going for the ball. It seemed to be that he assessed that it was going to bounce twice before he could get to it.
Big backhand that just does clear Ben on the Robote. Forehand Robote sticks inside. Julian on the bounce, stops it at the 10. Low and hard, back to the inside. Ben steps up. 2-wall by Ben. My, oh my, throws it well. That scores. 2 points for Ben.
Well, we know that that is a shot that Ben practices regularly. He breaks it out in practice. Always a little bit of a risk associated with it. Let's use it in the game.
Looks
Ben
like
waving the ball at the chief judge. Basically, ball has a nick in it. Needs to be assessed whether or not it can continue in play or be pulled out. Same ball's in play.
Julian from the 10 line. There's the backhand. Ben stops it. From the 11, high and hard. Julian to take it in the air. He does. Up at the 9. Big backhand now. That passes. Ben takes off. That's on the wall. Tough save by Ben. Julian out to the middle of the court. Low hard forehand. Ben steps up with a great read. Runs under it. Forehand. There's a carom. That lands in. And it scores. 3 straight for Ben.
Ben doing a great job of moving up to the ball and moving the ball around Julian.
Juggling the call. That's going to be a point for Ben, his 4th.
So Julian stepped up to it. There wasn't a lot on that serve. And Julian bobbled.
Yeah.
So bobbling, when the ball comes into the basket, it can't lose. It can roll. It can roll all the way up around the tip. But there, you see it. And also you see Julian twisting his wrist to maintain control of it. Good call by the judge.
Serve right on the wall. Backhand by Julian. Ben takes it in overhead. 2-wall. Long one caught the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. Julian gets his first point. He has the serve.
Well, there will be no shutout here. That 2-wall not working from that far deep for Ben.
Robote forehand. Julian keeps it inside. Ben missed ball on the inside. Julian with 2 points.
Just a slight change in pace, and we see Julian with a couple points on the board for the Warriors.
Ben steps up to that serve before it crosses. Hard backhand right in the corner. Robote forehand played inside. Ben takes it off the side wall. Inside placement will score. Ben now with 5 points. He has a possible set point. Big backhand. Rebote left side by Ben. It's going to be a big bounce. Julian controls it up high on the left side. Ben winds it up. High costado, that clips. Julian gets back in there on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Ben steps up in perfect position to make the play. Julian lays it up. Ben attacking up at the 7 line. Into the 2 wall. That's out. 3 points. Julian serves.
Again, Ben's been throwing that 2 wall with a high degree of efficacy. That wasn't the case there. Up ball landed about 3 feet out, 2 feet out. Don't want to be cruel to Ben, but out of play.
Hard serve, dropping in the corner. Forehand Rebote. Coming up the middle. And powerful forehand. Julian's got it on the right side. The 10 line, low and hard. On the wall, that's scooped by Ben. What a catch. Powerful backhand into the corner. Rebote again. Ben steps up, takes it in the air on the right side. Just gonna pass, looking for the 3-wall play. Julian digs it out. Ben stays up in the front court on the carom. He opens up, it lands in. Julian gets out there. Julian forehand coming back to the outside. Will score. Just a 1-point deficit now. Julian with 4. Ben with a possible set point.
Julian really just playing conservative highlight here, just moving up to the ball, making these catches. Not even any particular aggressive play. Ben just not able to have that same efficacy that he had earlier.
Powerful serve. Here's Ben again from the 10 line. Well, that kind of opened up. Julian tracks it down. Rebote to the inside. Ben winds it up. Costado coming up the middle, backing up. Julian running around it. And a save on the Rebote, diving save. Ben gets there before the second bounce again. Low and hard to the inside, backing up. Julian looking for another Rebote. He's got it again. Ben from the Costado, the 2-wall. That's too low. That caught the pad. 5 points for Julian, 5 for Ben. This is set point.
So the second one was worse than the first one. It's like you got to go back to basics. If it's not working for you, stop throwing it. Just use your power, make the catch, blast it back to the inside, and you finish off the set for the Renegades.
There's a hard serve. Ben from the left side, backhand. Rebote coming at the feet of Ben, backing up with a tip ball. Julian comes back, wins it 6-5. 2 minutes, come back and play set 2.
Don't often see surprises like that. I'll tell you, I'm surprised. I thought Julian was out of it. He was very much not out of it. All of a sudden, Ben started missing his 2-wall, not in positioning for the catch. And we end that first set in favor of Julian and the Warriors. Here we are in the DraftKings players cage. Julian there. Some players, of course, take their hand out of the cesta quite frequently. Some players will, if you take a look at Sherry, he reties his cesta or tightens it almost after every point. Julian apparently has a good tie on his cesta, so he's going to hold on to it, keep his hand in there. We are in the final match of the evening. Don't forget that Battle Court. It's played every Monday and Tuesday at 5 p.m., Fridays at 7 p.m.
A little lackluster start there for Julian. I mean,
then he won the set.
Yeah, he came out, not a lot of energy. Ben firing early on, landing some 2-walls. I mean, that's not usually Ben's game, though. I mean, he's had success in the 5th division by just catching one more ball than his opponent, keeping it nice and simple. It's going to be a little bit different here in Division 4. Came out aggressive, it worked out, but then, as you said, Stu, if it's not working, you just got to move away from it.
We have about 30 seconds to go before we begin our second set here in our last match. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
And game day has already gone in favor of the Renegades. But a big point up for grabs still. The Warriors just 1.5 on the game day. This would be a big point if Julian could come through. See that clock? Quadruple zeros. Let's begin. We are ready to play our second set. Ben serves to Julian. There's a serve. We begin our second set. Rotate left side. Comes up the middle. Julian on the bounce. Stops it at the 9. High, hard throw. Back to the left side of Ben. Ben blasts the backhand. Julian stays up there in the front court. Low and hard. Coming up the middle. Backing up. Scoop is missed. Another point for Julian.
Having played 3 matches, this being his third, one way or the other, Julian is going to want to finish it off if he can here in straight sets.
Forehand played to the inside. Julian now at the 8. Low and hard, back inside. That one's perfectly placed to score. Second point, Julian serves.
Julian again. Conservative highlight, just keeping it close to the side wall. Some good power there from the right side. Very well done.
Ben handles the serve. Backhand, the low runner right on the wall. Julian lets it pass, but he's there for the rebote. Ben steps up, has it up at the 7. Karam, that lands in, but Julian's going to get there. Julian from the outside, low and hard. That'll score. Make it 3 in a row. Julian serves.
Powerful, powerful throw. But it's not just power just thrown in the middle of the court. In that case, that ball crossed the side wall. Right where Ben was trying to make the catch.
Big backhand. Rebote forehand. Coming at the feet of Ben, backing up, makes a scoop at the 10 line. Hard to the inside, Julian up the wall, comes down with the ball. Big backhand, not going to get past Ben. Steps back at the 11. Powerful throw. Julian now looking for rebote. Makes a save on the right side. Stakes Ben to the outside of the court. Low and hard, picked off in the air, but not controlled. First point for Ben here in our second set.
Let's see if Ben's able to put some points here on the board. I did.
Julian from the right side, low and hard, scoop missed. Quick point for Julian, he now has 4. Here's Ben. Julian steps around it, he's got it on the forehand. Hard throw, looking across the sidewall, he does. Ben digs it out, just above the pad. Julian from the outside, low hard again. Ben not gonna get to that one. 5 points for Julian, he's got a possible set and a possible match point.
Big surprise here in the second set after those first couple points in the first set for Julian. Very much turned things around here. Also Ben losing that edge.
Backhand to the inside, here's the rebote. Forehand, Julian plays it at the feet of Ben. The scoop missed. Point, set, and match. Julian takes it in straight sets, 6-5, 6-1. The Renegades win the game day 5.5 to 2.5. Folks, stay tuned for the post-game show. That'll be coming up in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karam. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Game day win for the Renegades, 5.5 to 2.5 over the Warriors. We have our player of the day ready to go in the DraftKings Players Cage. Not much surprise here today, Stu. Gaucheri is dominant as we've ever seen him out there on the court, winning both matches. Gaucheri, congratulations on your performance today. And a little bit of a change, that pad came down just a couple inches. Just want to get your thoughts on it and if it changed your style of play because you came out throwing a number of shots.
Yes, thank you, Andrew. Yes, with the new pad, I think that it's easier to throw kill shots. In the second division, if I don't throw kill shots, it's difficult to win because every team are so good. And today I play really good. Every shot was in and point, so happy for that.
Absolutely. Kites, you talk about how you even recognize when you play good. Obviously, we get a chance to see you play every day. So we know what you're capable of. But tonight, your catching was spot on. The way you moved to the ball, more aggressive than maybe we've seen like on a day-to-day basis. And the shots were more aggressive as well. Just you played more aggressively. What was that all about tonight?
Yeah, I had that on my mind from the beginning. I know that if I play like I play today, aggressive and throwing good shots, it's difficult to beat me, and I try to do my best. I play really good today. I'm happy for that.
You accomplished everything. You played good, you did your best, and yes, you had a good amount of success. Those shots were great. Court positioning was great. It's great to have you here.
A couple highlight reel catches as well. Thanks, Gaucheri, our player of the day.
Thank you.
And coming back over here to Stu and I, again, 5.5 points for the Renegades, 2.5 for the Warriors. Let's get some of those replays started and recap the day that we saw back here behind us. Got started here back in the 4th division of doubles, Correa Ben, Stan Manny.
That was that crazy catch by Manny. Manny just reached his cesta to the outside. Apparently we're going to get a slow-mo view here. Outside placement, look at Manny. It's all you can do to get to the ball. He's way back away from the front wall. Flips it into play. It had the distance and scored. That was just beautifully done.
Nicholas here from the Costado gets a drop shot. Goenaga coming cross court. Look at this one. How about the scoop? And then the 2-all to follow.
Goenaga, another candidate for player of the day. His catching was spot on, as was his shot making, but he did just great work as far as getting to the ball, throwing the ball where his opponents weren't. In this case, you see a beautiful catch here by Nicholas, and he just crouches down. It's like throw the 2-all, you got it.
Nicholas here again gets a 2-all. Look at the defense.
What a catch. Yeah, exactly. What a catch by Goenaga. Then once he gets it there on the right side and blasts it to the inside, crossing the side wall, Very effectively done.
Ball's got a lot of spin, difficult to control. Take another look. The 2-wall on the
Look at
hop.
that scoop.
Scoops it up, and then look at this forehand. All he can behind it. Delivered inside, and in and out of the basket it goes. Moving on here, next match goes Sherry and Ben against Douglas and Manny. Those are some of the kill shots we're talking about. Look at that angle.
Goes Sherry with, we're used to seeing an aggressive style of play from him, but this is extra aggressive. So he takes the ball on the bounce and throws a 2-all that just cuts wide open. Just wide open, just beautifully done. And that's what we saw every time he went after the ball. He had a couple misses, but not many.
Yeah, this Williams Julin against Goanaga Flores. Boy, Goanaga so far has dominated the 5th division as some expected.
Oh, it takes all players a little while to warm up to the court, especially if they're coming from other courts. But in this case, Goanaga has definitely reached his zone in 2024. Solid catching, perfect court positioning, and changing things up. Like this drop shot to the inside. Very well done. See Williams there. Williams, very expressive player.
Yes.
Yeah, you never have to ask Williams what's on his mind, just by looking at him. And so, see the players getting ready to make this next serve. And we're going to go to our last replay coming up here. Douglas and Gaucheri. Douglas fired.
Oh,
that's the catch of the
goodness.
night. That may be the catch of the week. That might be the catch of the year. We have to see what happens for the remainder of 2024. See, Douglas makes the save, and Gaucheri just turns it into a carom. That score is beautifully done.
I'll take another look here. Look at this view. A little slower. I mean, look at where the cesta is.
That's
scoops
perfect.
it up. What a catch off
Absolutely
the wall.
perfect.
Man. We see a lot of highlights, too.
Yes, we
Doesn't
do.
get much better than that on the catch.
Then that catch and that throw in return, that's beautifully done.
And again, that final replay there. Douglas and Manny not able to come out on top. How about Gaucheri, Stu? We mentioned our player of the day today. Just an incredible player overall.
Has been since he arrived at Magic City. Obviously knows the nuances of the court as well as anybody, but more so not just the nuances of the court, knows how to use them to his advantage. The kill shots off of the sidewall, what you hear us refer to as the Costado 2-wall, but his court positioning, how to move to the ball, get his opponents to think that he's faking inside when he's going outside. Just spectacular play all the way around. There's a game day scoreboard up there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we see that. Game day score, 5.5 points. We'll also take a look at the full season standings here. Renegades, with that performance tonight, find themselves back at the top of the standings. Chargers, Cyclones, Fireballs make up the playoff finishers if the season were to end today.
And so that PPR, I know that's been, there was a heated debate about the use of those 3 letters, PPR. I mean, there was stuff being thrown back here in the announcer's booth. There was screaming, gnashing of teeth. I mean, it was bad back here. So PPR stands for what again?
It says possible points remaining.
Possible points remaining. So what that tells me is that everybody's played the same amount of games so far.
Well, right. That told you everybody has played. That would be 3 game days so far this season. So we get a pretty clean look at where all 6 of these teams stack up. But a full season, Stu, is 15 game days.
Okay.
So we're just 20% of the way through. A lot of highlights still to go to figure out who's going to finish up at the top. We knew the Renegades were going to be a contender. Just want to get your thoughts. I mean, this Warriors team so far to begin this season, and some of the doubles teams were a little bit different. They have Nicholas playing with Julin. Nicholas not a natural front quarter, and some of those teams have struggled. You expect them to get back up towards the top of the standings as we move through?
It's really a question of just them getting their mojo back is the best way to put it. It's a question of communication. It's a question of attitude coming into game day. And with all those things and being managed by Leon Shepard, of course, Tevin.
Of course.
I mean, Tevin is going to have a group meeting with them. There's no question about it. And tell him exactly what he thought that he saw. Renegades, of course, managed by none other than Mike Diaz, our former number 30 Diaz here. And I don't think there's any need to get any feedback there. I think Diaz will just tell them, you guys did a great job.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what you did tonight. But as far as the Warriors, there's no question that Tevin's going to get together with them and we'll,
Well, he's a big part of the success.
It's more than just motivating him.
Yeah. I mean, getting out there, as a former player too, to have someone that could get out there and teach as you're practicing, as you're playing, and help you along. You say, hey, what happened here? Let's make the adjustment.
I have to, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt.
Please,
I have a question for you. So if people were listening earlier, you did pick up on the fact that, I was distracted before. I was ironing his pants. So I am too much starch, not enough starch. Are you happy with the amount of starch?
Boy, I didn't even know starch, but I think it looks good. What do you think?
I think it's good.
The good thing is it cuts off most of. Yeah,
you don't want it to be too stiff. You don't want.
No, we got some mobility here.
Okay,
we got some flex.
That's what we'll be going with during every second game played during Battle Court when you don't hear me.
Well, I appreciate it, Stu.
You're welcome.
We have to go back there and get it done, and we always seem to get it done on time, just before the post-game show.
Yes, we do, somehow.
Well, again, most surprise there that we see the Warriors outside of the playoffs right now, and the Devils, too. Only 5.5 points through their first couple game days, but, again, a lot of new players coming in. You have Alex, first season here at Magic City. You got Kubala coming back. He took almost a full year off, so another team that you expect to get better as this season progresses.
And it wasn't just a question of Kubala taking a year off. That was
injury, not his choice, of course.
Complete tear of the ACL, a year of recovery coming back from the surgery, and so far his catching's been absolutely spectacular. With Alex, of course, we saw something this week that we know about Alex from, pregame reporting. We know that Alex likes to play a fiery, hot game of Jai-Alai, and we definitely saw that this week. Really looking forward to seeing him make an adjustment to the court here for the Devils. So it's still, as you would say, as we know, it's early in the season.
Absolutely. And maybe the two biggest surprises up in the middle of the standings, third and fourth place, you got the Cyclones and the Fireballs. Fireballs picked first in the draft. The Cyclones picked second this year. And again, not a whole lot of player movement in the draft, but the Cyclones got Ferronda and Amigarena, who were part of the Fireballs. Couple new players coming over the Fireballs, and hey, it worked out for both.
This week, it looked like that Ferronda and Amigarena used the Fireballs for training, and now Ferronda making some catches that we didn't see he wasn't able to make before in his process of getting used to the court, and Amigarena in the backcourt making some spectacular catches now being utilized for the benefit of the Cyclones. You put that together with Manny, even though Carballo's not on the team, with Manu, even though Carballo's not a member of the team. It's,
Well, they're scary. They've hung a banner. The first season, you see back behind us to our left, to see the banners hanging up on the stage, and the Cyclones were a contender the first couple of years. Tough season last year, but if Manu can keep playing the way that we've seen him again this season, how about Bueno, too? Under the radar player in the fifth division sometimes. Absolutely. Those guys don't get a lot of love, and we don't talk about them a whole lot, but Bueno has been spot on.
Well, a player who does nothing in particular but does it very well can be your most valuable asset in Jai-Alai. And Bueno, not particularly flashy, however, his shots have been landing in. Catching has been spot on. Court positioning, when he was player of the day, that's one thing. It's like court positioning is the player's ability to move to the ball as it's being thrown by his opponent. And Bueno's court positioning has been absolutely perfect. Actually, we've been seeing, like we saw that today with Gaucheri.
Yeah.
Gaucheri's court positioning is instinctive. His opponent's throwing the ball, he's moving to it to catch the ball in the air. If he can't catch it in the air, he makes a beautiful scoop.
Yeah, we talked about the Renegades a lot. Only other team up there. How about the Chargers? They're sitting in second place. Zuleika has had just a great start to this season. So far undefeated. I think it's 6-0 across singles and doubles. Well, if Zuleika can keep it up, you got to like the Chargers' chances as well.
I have to say, there's always a different kind of vibe in this building when the Chargers are playing. When you got Benny and Zuleika and Iturbide, there's a different type of energy. And one thing that I've been noticing pretty consistently with Iturbide, that first set sometimes is used as warm-up for the second set.
Right.
He'll start, he may miss a 2-all, he may miss a scoop, but then comes out firing in that second set, often taking it to a third set, and then scoring enough points to get them here into, let's see, that is a little far from my eyes.
Second place there?
Second place there. Thank you for throwing me the rope on that one.
Well, again, and Gallo coming in, one of the new players in this league in the fifth division as well. We saw what he was able to do with a couple days of practice with that new basket, and he looked a lot better second and third time around.
That's definitely going to be an evolutionary process. He's gone from a backcourt cesta to a frontcourt cesta here at Magic City. I had an opportunity to speak to him. Said, when was the last time you played with a frontcourt cesta? He said about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference. There's a difference of several centimeters between the two. So as he gets used to a new piece of equipment, we'll see him get used to the court at Magic City, and consistent things out of Gallo.
And again, the Renegades back on the top of the standings here. And again, with Gaucheri, I mean, he's been the top dog. I mean, in this Fronton for the last couple of years, they've won 2 championships. Some questions this year. I mean, who are they going to freeze? They chose to freeze Goanaga. Ben moved up from the 5th division to a 4, and so far, it doesn't look like that's going to really affect that team all too much.
No, and the truth of the matter is that Gaucheri's ability to play with Ben and communicate effectively with Ben is almost unmatched in Battle Court, because Ben obviously is a player of much different skill level and also experience. You have Gaucheri with, 15 years of not professional experience, but 15, 16 years. Of course, Ben picked up a cesta for the first time in 2018. And so to see the two of them playing together and doing so successfully has been great. Then, of course, you could talk about Ben in singles. What do you see from Ben? Ben, we basically trained as a backcourter, so he's going to be in the back catching and throwing. But what do you see him doing in singles? You see him throwing shots, specifically this Costado 2-wall. Jai-Alai enthusiasts who are tuned in are going to say, well, it's not the prettiest thing in the world. No, it's not. He's got unconventional form when he lines up that Costado 2-wall. But man, does he love to throw it. And here's, little behind the scenes. What do you call it? What do you kids call it? Tea? Talk about the tea? That's what you guys call it?
And what?
About information,
like when you're spilling the tea.
Spilling the tea.
I'm with you. Yeah. Okay.
If Ben is playing against Manny, if Ben is playing against Manny, all right, Ben is going to break out that 2-wall every time, win or lose. He's just going to bust it out, and it may land 2 feet off the court, or it may score perfectly. The good thing is that there's a tremendous friendship between the veteran of the roster, Manny, who of course. If you tuned in before, I signed his first professional contract in 2001.
Wow.
He's not only our veteran, he's also never scratched ever since 2001, certainly not since he's been playing here at Magic City. So Manny really doesn't have anything to prove, so when Ben throws a successful 2-all, I think even Manny gets a certain amount of pleasure out of it. So that's always a good matchup.
Yeah, again, I mean, that was just Ben's first dip into the Division 4 singles. I mean, he's going to have to throw shots to win, and even though he missed a couple, it was good to see him open up that part of his game, and again, just going to get better and better with each match played. Couple extra minutes here. We're going to run through the game day coming up on Monday, Stu. We got the Renegades in action once again against the Devils.
Yeah,
we got Arats and Jairo both playing 3 matches. We get started with their singles matchup, which has always been a classic. I mean, 2 of the best catchers on the roster. That one could be a marathon. So make sure
Arats throws shots.
Well, what we saw today in practice, I mean, you talk about that lower pad in some of the practices. Arats was really the one that took advantage, throwing a number of 2-walls and really opening up wide. Arats and Jairo get us started there in the 2nd division of singles, then 3rd division doubles, Goanaga and Arats against Jairo and Kubala. So far undefeated for the Renegades, Goanaga and Arats. And Jairo and Kubala, Stu, I mean, that's going to be a sneaky team. I mean, you look up there, you say, not a lot of firepower, but those are 2 consistent players.
Kubala's sitting back and catch all day.
And experienced as well. Those 2 have played together before in some other competitions, so back together here in Season 6 of Battle Court. Then Division 6 doubles, Correa and Flores back in action against CRB and Bradley. Again, a pretty good start for Correa and Flores. Not high expectations, but they've been pretty good so far.
Absolutely.
Flores in the backcourt making that adjustment nicely. CRB Bradley, boy, they struggled last time out against the Chargers. Then we move over to the top-ranked doubles match. It's going to be Gaucheri and Arats against Alex and Urbieta. What a tough matchup there for Alex and Urbieta, taking on the 2023 World Supercourt champions, Gaucheri and Arats, and the best team in this number 1 division.
Absolutely.
And then moving over 5th division to singles, Correa against Bradley, a matchup that we've seen a whole lot of here.
2 original 2018 Magic City players playing against each other.
Right. And then Gaucheri and Ben against Jairo and Urbieta in that 2nd division of doubles. That's going to be a great way to close out the game day. When you look at those 2 teams, Jairo and Urbieta have really dominated the 2nd division, but Gaucheri and Ben, they have given them trouble and come away with a few wins in that 2nd division as well.
That's Monday, correct?
Yes, that's going to be Monday's game day.
I'll mark it on my calendar.
A little bit different than the time right now. We begin 7 p.m. on Fridays, 5 p.m. Eastern on Mondays and Tuesdays as we continue on here with the Fall 24 Battle Court season. A great Friday night game day. Again, you see that score, 5.5 points for the Renegades, 2.5 for the Warriors. Back on top are the Renegades in familiar position in this Battle Court season. Thanks for joining us. He's Stu Nyman. I'm Andrew Bleckman. See you guys on Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern.
Monday at 5. See you then.
Andrew, do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!